everyone. Welcome to the stream. I feel so anxious right now. I'm so scared. I don't know why, but like the early access streams are just really nerve-wracking for me. I think because it's like a big deal. I was describing it to my mods as it feels like I'm doing a presentation on somebody else's school project. You know, like I'm gonna come in here and talk to you about this pack that like I didn't make it, I just played it a little bit, you know? And now like I'm gonna come in here and try and show you what it is and how it works. So I just, it makes me feel a little bit nervous when we go into these things, but we'll ease into it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. I'm really excited to play with the pack and get to talk to everybody about it because it's been a long time and we've been looking forward to it for so long. Quick disclaimer, I'm not being paid. I just have to put the thing up there. It's same as normal, not being paid, just sent me the pack early, like as per usual. I just have the access to the CFE version of the game, which is that weird one where I have no gallery access. We have like the watermark on the screen and stuff. So it's the same as it is with every single expansion pack early access. And we get to actually play today. So yeah, we're gonna start by going through all of the stuff that comes in the pack. To give you some context, I posted an hour-long review video on my YouTube channel an hour ago. So some of you may have seen parts of it, probably not the whole thing though. And in that video, I went super in-depth into gameplay. Like that video was mostly about all of the gameplay from the pack. I didn't really deep dive into casts or into the build buy stuff or into the world, the townies. So we're gonna deep dive into that in the beginning of this stream. We're gonna look at all of the things in cast. We're gonna look at all the build items. We'll go through debug a little bit, and then we'll play. Is kind of my plan. So that's the goal for this stream. If you're looking for more gameplay content, again, that review video is the place to go first. And then once we actually start playing later, obviously. But you'll have to bear with me because we have to have a little bit of structure to this. Otherwise, we're never going to get anything done. We need to have a plan going into it, you know? Also, the Sims team was supposed to do their live stream today, and their power went out, and they ended up having to evacuate the building. So they were not able to do their live stream today. It was actually like kind of a nightmare what happened. Of course it happens when you're live on like the biggest day of the year. Everybody's okay, but the Sims stream, their official stream did not happen earlier. They said they're gonna reschedule it, but they haven't picked a date yet, obviously, because they are clearly dealing with a lot right now. So I'm sure they'll tell us the new date for their official stream soon, but I don't think they would know when the official date will be yet because they're probably still trying to handle all of that. So anyway, yeah, that's really stressful. When I heard about that, I was like, first of all, scared for them. But second of all, like when stuff like that goes on, when you're live, it's like worst case scenario, stress to the max. Like when there's all these people who have been like hyped up waiting for this thing to happen for weeks and then it doesn't work. And it's like a big thing out of your control, like the power going out and like you can't do anything about that. Like you just, so anyway, that really stinks and I feel bad for the Sims team. But again, hopefully everything's okay. They said they're all okay and stuff. So everybody's safe, but the stream did not happen. The stream did not happen. No, they didn't pre-record them. They have pre-recorded some of them in the past. This one was not pre-recorded. And even if it was, the power going out still would have got them. But this one, of course, was not pre-recorded. And then, you know, look what happened. I personally am team, I know some people disagree, but I think with the Sims team's official streams, I think that it's okay if they pre-record those. Like, I don't think it's a problem really for the Sims team to be pre-recording their like highlight stream. Just because that way, like, they can ensure they're showing off what they want to show off in a timely manner and they can like practice it and get it set up. Like I think because they have a time limit and like so much they're trying to do, I don't really see an issue with it being pre-recorded. And also like they try and incorporate team members from across the world, and they've got like all of this team in California in the US, and they've got an EU team who made this pack and like trying to fit with that 8-hour time difference and like, you know, so I don't really see a problem with them pre-recording them personally. I don't know if you disagree, but like I I think it's fine, you know? And also when they're pre-recorded, they can hopefully get real captions for it and stuff, which is also a win. But anyway, all that to say, this stream's not pre-recorded. I'm live right now for real. And we're gonna start, I think, by going through some of the casts from the pack. And we can go over all of it. This is the new world, which we'll get into. And I think I'll start by hopping into, I put them in the manage worlds, hold on. I made a household for us to play with on stream. Oh, look at this, wait. wait, look at this. I've set up a business for almost every single person in this family, and look at how wild it seems because they have 4 of them. I'll show you those later on. But it looks really funny because they have so many businesses because like a bunch of them all own one. Yeah, it's an empty lot and they've got all of those different shops. Okay. So I'll give you an overview of who these Sims are and then we'll go through and look at all the cast stuff together. Because I made up kind of a chaotic storyline, I guess. So this is Michelle. And she wants to run like an art studio business. So her plan is to like get into pottery. She wants to teach art classes. Like she wants to be an artist and she wants to teach other people how to do art as well. And so she has an ex-girlfriend called Eleanor. Okay. Eleanor is also a bit artsy, but Eleanor is like into music. Eleanor wants to run a lounge and like have people come and perform at the lounge that she runs. But they just, it wasn't working, so they broke up. They do have a kid together though, named Lexi. And Lexi wants to run a business selling stolen goods. So, Lexi also has a business because kids can run businesses in this game. And so they have a daughter together who is running a stolen goods shop. And then they live on the same lot as Michelle's friend Eric. And Eric is a little bit more of a shady guy. He literally has the shady trait. He kind of wants to get rich through whatever means necessary, but he's also really into video games. And Eric wants to run a video game cafe. So he's gonna have like a little video game cafe shop, and his sister lives with him and works in the video game cafe, but she does tattoos out of the basement. So that's kind of the situation with the family. I think that I want Sam, the sister, to date Michelle. And maybe Eric will date Eleanor. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There could be some like intermingling of the Sims. But those are the people that we made for us to play with later. But I wanted to start by going through all the cast stuff. And then we can talk about traits and things because Michelle there's 2 new traits and 2 new aspirations. Michelle has the new idealist trait. And actually I should go into cast.full edit mode so I can change them and show you a little bit easier. Well, I spelled it wrong. Stupid. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Go, Lexi, go! Everybody loves the kid being a thief. It's kind of iconic. Okay, well anyway, this is the new idealist trait. Idealist Sims hold high moral standards and strive for a better world guided by their values and principles. They are committed to doing what they believe is right, even when it's challenging. And then the opposite trait also exists, called shady. And these Sims excel at exploiting situations and bending rules for personal gain, often without regard for conventional ethics or fairness. They thrive in mischievous activities and can influence others to adopt their way of living. I must say, this shady trait is so funny to me. Like, I'm gonna use that trait a lot, I think. It's very Stanley Humphrey. It's super my vibes. And I'm looking forward to getting to use it. So, no, the world's not based off Amsterdam. It's sort of inspired by Stockholm. It's kind of a Swedish inspired world. That doesn't mean that it is Stockholm. They never do like an actual like recreation. They always kind of loosely base things off of it. But it's kind of giving Sweden a little bit. But if you like, I mean, it kind of has some similarities with Amsterdam as well, obviously, with the canals and stuff. But anyway, there's lots of places that are similar. Lots of places that are similar. Very Scandinavian, this world, you know? Kind of like Denmark, exactly. Exactly. Meanwhile, Tilly in chat's like, it's Sweden. Tilly, our Swedish friend, is like, it's Sweden, you guys. So we can say that it's Sweden here, all right? We got Swedes in the chat. We gotta commit. Okay, There's also 2 new aspirations. The first one, Esteemed Entrepreneur, is about running a business. So this one will walk you through kind of getting to level 5 of the business. And so it wants you to like get happy customers and have a certain number of customers visit and like level up all the business stuff. The other one is about mentoring and like the new skill building. And this one, you want to become a master mentor, but you kind of start off by learning from a sim, and then it flip-flops and you become the mentor as your skills get higher. Those are what I would consider the 2 major features of this pack. I would say that the main things in the pack are the new small businesses and kind of like a skill overhaul, because of all the new classes and like the ways to skill build and like the skill perks and stuff. So the 2 aspirations sort of follow that. And now I want to talk about Cass. Shall we? Where are the aspirations separated? Oh, I can show you. The Master Mentor one is underneath Knowledge category, and the Shop one is in Popularity, if you wanted to find them there. Okay, so this is Michelle. I'm gonna look through all of the feminine frame Sims hair first, and then we can go from there. So we have this new hairstyle. We also have this one. We've got this one. We have got this one. Guys, I don't really know how to commentate about this. So I'm doing it. I'm like, and we got this one. I like this one. This one is fun to me. We also have this, and I am obsessed with this one. Look at all the different colors on it too. With the headband. So pretty. I still wish that we could change these separately, but I do like how it looks. Okay, look at this. Oh, I went ahead. Come back. Look at this one with the little bun. It's pretty cute, right? We also have this one. I can show you all the headband swatches on this too. These are a little bit more neutral in color than the other one. Still some colors, but they're not as like bright, not as vibrant. Then we have this one, another little low bun. This is a very similar hairstyle. Like the back is quite similar, but the front's a little bit different. This is super cute too. And then we have this, another shorter hair. We have this new one. I really like this one as well. And then we've got this one, which is the hair that I gave this sim, but she has this swatch of it. I can show you all the colors on this too. It's kind of like frosted tips. Yeah, the earrings are new. We'll get into the earrings. I'll show you those. Yeah, but this is all the colors on this hair. Yeah, this sim looks good with short hair, right? I like it. I love the like vibrant eyeliner too. I can show you, maybe I'll start by showing you all of the outfits that I gave her, because then you can see them kind of styled, and then we can look at the items separately. Oh, this one. I wore this shirt on purpose because look. I have this. I'm wearing this shirt right now. Isn't that so funny? I really like a lot of the cast in this pack. And I'm totally not biased at all when I say that. This is a new tank top. I think the rest of it is base game. This is a new like full body outfit. We got a new dress. That's not new. This shirt is new. Oh, look, this new jacket. It's kind of quilted. Okay, stop. I'm just gonna show you the outfits first, then we'll go one by one. I'm all over the place. Here's a couple outfits that I have styled on this sim, just so you can see a few more of them put together. I like this a lot. Here we have Sam's outfits. I think this is base game, but the shoes are new. Oh, this, you guys, this is a full body outfit. I know. We'll get to the swatches in a minute. There's a new, oh, this is your, wait. I didn't give her shoes. Hold on. Hey, I was setting this up last night kind of late. So if there's mistakes, we'll have to fix them. It's okay. Oh, here's sleepwear. That's not new. We got some party wear here, swimwear, hot weather. This is new, and then we have this cold weather outfit. This is Eleanor. This is one of the styled looks. Kind of obsessed. I also had her wear this. We've got this formal outfit. Here's an athletic wear, wearing the same thing as the other sim pretty much. Sleepwear. Here's a new party wear. Here's a hot weather outfit. I quite like this one. This is a new base game skirt, but it looks cute with this combo, right? And then I put the same thing on for our cold weather outfit again. And then we also got a bunch of stuff for kids, which maybe I'll start with that, but I'll just show you all of Lexi's outfits first. Oh, she doesn't have pronouns set up either. I can show you what she's wearing, because you see a couple of these things are new. Okay, let me just show you all the kids stuff first, and then we'll go from there. So they did give us a few of the hairstyles for kids as well. So these are the same as those adult ones, but they've converted them for children. So we've got just a few of them. Have I seen the Peppa news? I did hear about it yesterday, yeah. Yeah, I did. We have 4 things for kids total. We have this new dress. This one I think is meant to be a nightgown because it's classed in like the sleepwear category and not in all the other categories, but I like it. I wear it anytime. We also have this adorable new dress. I really like this one. I think this is so cute. We've got this little full body outfit. Cute shirt and the pants tucked in. We've got like a cat swatch on it though. And then we have this one. There's something about this one that I feel like doesn't like fit right. You know what I mean? Like there's something shape-wise that's not working. Oh, there are also ads playing. That's okay. I'll pause. I won't move ahead without you, don't worry. Yeah, it's like too long. But it's okay. I think it's because it's a conversion. Like they have this for infants as well, basically the same thing. I guess it wouldn't be a conversion because how are you going to convert an infant thing to a child thing? They just made it again, but it like looks better on the infants than it does on the children. Yeah, I know it's an actual fashion thing, the drop, but like the size of the crotch space and stuff, like how it's like a drop crotch, whatever. Yeah, I know it's a thing. People do wear stuff like that on purpose. There's just something about it that looks off with this particular item to me. I think like maybe because it's baggy there, but it gets tight at the legs or something. Like, I don't know. There's just something about it that and like the placement of the pockets in the back. I don't know. There's just something that feels like it's not. Maybe it's a texture thing. I can't tell. Because you can do this and have it look good. It's just this one I don't think looks good. Does that make sense? Like, it's not like the style is the problem. It's the item that I'm not sure about. But anyway. Yeah, it looks kind of painted on towards like the bottom. I don't know. But those are the kids things. We also have some new shorts for kids in this pack. And a couple of shirts. We have a sweater. We have a new t-shirt. I like that one with the little fish. There's an octopus. A couple of stripes. And then we also have this hoodie as well. Yeah, I like the kids stuff from this pack a lot. I don't think there's any shoes or anything, but they did get a couple of hats. Not this one. But we have this new hat that looks like this. And then we have a new beret as well. I really like this one. The designs on the kids shirt remind you of the kids items from IKEA. Yeah, I could totally see that. I could totally see that. Okay, well that's the kids stuff. We did get a couple of things for toddlers. No hairs for toddlers, but we got the same hats for toddlers. They made them as well. So they have the same ones the kids have. Adults have those too, which is kind of fun. And then the toddlers, they don't have any tops, but they did get a couple of full body outfits. So we have this kind of cute new sweater. It looks like this. And you know what? These pants kind of have that style too, where it's like a little bit longer, but it doesn't look weird. Like this way, like, cause this one feels like it's done well, you know? It's like similar, but it looks better. Do you get what I mean? Maybe it's a texture thing, I don't know. They have the same dress as well that the kids have, same swatches, and they also have this same thing too. So cute. And then there's also a couple of things for infants also. I don't think the infants got the hats. Yeah, they didn't. But infants did get a full body raccoon onesie that looks like this. And then they have, it looks like the same thing that the kids have. See? But this is a really nice little outfit. I'm gonna use this one a lot. This is like super cute. It's nice to have more things for infants too. And these are both super usable. So I'm glad about that. Okay, well that sim is a fake sim. Let's look at the actual things now, shall we? We'll go through all of the casts for feminine frame sims first. We can probably start with hats because we were just there, right? So here we have, you can see the same hat that the children had, but we've got it for adults as well. So we've got this here. We also have this new hat. I like it when we get new hats. They're fun to have. And then we also have this one as well. Same thing as the kids. Yeah, I like how the beanie sits on their head too. Sometimes the hats feel like they fit weird on your sim's head. These ones feel good to me. We do have a new pair of earrings, which this sim is wearing. I really, really like these. I think these are beautiful. Aren't those so nice? And we got a bunch of new glasses, not those, but we got a few new pairs of glasses. So we have these ones with some kind of fun swatches. We have these ones, again with some kind of fun swatches. And we got these. These are like a little bit more clear. I'm really glad about these. Those are super versatile too. They look really nice. These are kind of the same ones, but just different texture. And then these ones look like this. Yeah, I'm really glad about those glasses. We needed more glasses, and there being 3 in this pack is huge. Maybe I should move my face cam like way down here or something. I feel weird being down here, but it's easier to see, right? There's more stuff over there. We do have a couple other necklaces too. So we have this new item, kind of like a little scarf tied around their neck. I actually really like this, and I found that there are certain things, like with this outfit, you can't wear a necklace, it won't place on top of it, but this one does. So that's good. It's like more usable in that way. I have to change tops so I can show you the necklaces, I guess. We can see them here. So we have this new necklace. It's kind of clipping with this shirt, but it's really pretty. And there is a matching one, a matching bracelet as well. And then we have this necklace too, just like a simple metal one. This is not new, that's like an event reward item. But I really like this necklace as well. Isn't that so pretty? It's super simple, but it's like not simple. It's still like a kind of a statement, but in a way that's easy to use. No, the eyeliner's not new. That's just the base game eyeliner. There's not any new makeup in this pack. Her skin details are also not new. That's her vitiligo's in the base game, so. Okay, that's all of the accessories up there. We can look at the bracelets now. Can I just say, I know that they just made this update, so it like when you go into bracelets, it zooms you in. That's in the base game now. Actually kind of annoying because it keeps putting me in the wrong one. And I want to show you this bracelet, but it's high up. So I try and go down there and then I like can't. So that's kind of annoying. This one we can see, but I have been getting a little bit frustrated at that. I know it's like nice that they zoom you in so you can see it better with the rings and stuff, but I wish you could like choose or just zoom in better or something. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something weird about it. There's something weird about the new default zoom that I'm not super loving. There's also a new watch as well. And that's all the new bracelet stuff in that category. Okay, let's look at all of the clothing then. We'll start with the full body outfits, I guess. I'll probably take our accessories off because then we can see it better. So this one is one of those that's kind of meant to be like a uniform because obviously you can set employee uniforms now with the pack. So this one kind of has an apron and stuff for you to use. We also have this new matching set. I really like this. This looks so cozy. And it's got some cute colors too. Yeah, this could be normal clothes as well, for sure. Yeah, they both, like, it's like kind of uniform vibes, but you could also totally have it as normal clothes. It's nice in that way. This dress, super fun. Wait, let me get rid of the leggings too. And that's the thing, it zoomed me into their wrist when I was trying to look at leggings. We've got this new dress. Very, very fun silhouette. I love the neckline on it too. We don't have anything like this, so it's nice to have. Oh yeah, it's cute with leggings. I agree, Poppy, but I took it off of her so we could see all of the other things. It's better to not look at it with leggings when you're trying to see the item for the first time. I styled it with leggings on. Was it this sim who wears it? Yeah. She has this on a different outfit with the leggings. No! Oh my god. Oh no. Hey, my stream lagged really bad just then. It was brief. It doesn't look like it's lagging anymore. I should be back. But I did see a big lag spike just then. Hopefully it's brief, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. Of all the days, don't do that today, Twitch. Don't do that today. Oh my god. It was brief. I don't know if you missed me say anything, but it's fine. We were talking about the dress already. It's okay. I really like this item. Like, you guys, I am obsessed with this option. I think this is so cute. The oversized blazer, the shorts, like, I love this. I love this. It's like so trendy, a lot of the stuff in this pack, and I mean that in like a really good way. It's kind of high fashion almost. And we don't have anything like this. It's so good. We also have this new coat option. Full body coat. It's got some funky stuff in it. I really like this coat so much. I cannot get over this. Like, just, it's the textures, the vibes, the skirt. I really like this. And it's nice to have some more cold weather stuff. This one I described as kind of having Legally Blonde energy with the pink. Love that too. I like the fringe. There's a lot of really cool textures in this pack, I think, in the cast. And like the colors on this, with the threads, I don't know, it just looks really nice. So I love that one. We've got this new full body outfit as well. Beautiful textures. The shapes that they've done too. Every silhouette, I think, with all of the casts so far for the full body ones is like different and unique than what we have normally in packs. Like, we don't have anything like this. It's giving rich, yeah. All this stuff is. All this stuff is. It's like chic, rich granny vibes, you know? We also have this. This is like a full body apron outfit. You can see they have some swatches that are a little bit dirtier. Kind of like if you've been messing with clay and whatnot. So we've got a couple of variants there as well. I love this one. And this one also has dirty swatches too. So it's got like regular and then messy and then regular. Couple like special variants, regular, messy. So you've got all kinds of options. I really like this. Super nice overalls. And like the texture of this too, being a little bit more 3D. Super solid. I like how long this dress is. I like that we've got a couple patterns and some solid colors. Like this in a plain black and a plain white, that's so nice. This is so versatile. Like, so many Sims can wear this. This is a great, solid, basic piece, you know? We also have this one. This one's like a little bit fancier, I guess. Kind of shiny. There's something texturally a little bit weird, I think, about this one, but I like the shape of it, so I'll still use it. It looks different than the other ones. You can kind of tell. It's really pretty though. And it's got some nice solid colors, easy to use. We also have this outfit. And you see, this is a similar silhouette to the kids one, but the kids one looks weird and this doesn't. Well, yeah, it's meant to be like a satiny silk texture. I know, I can tell. I just think that like it's not landing as much as the others are in The Sims. Like, we have stuff that's satiny silky too in the game, but Sometimes it just looks weird, you know? And that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, we have this full body outfit too. Some fun neon colors. This sim wears this neon color. Very cute. Okay, so those are all the full body outfits for feminine frame sims. Let's look at the tops next. We have this one. I really like the sheerness at the top and the giant bow. Again, the texture on this, because it's 3D, it looks so much better. Sometimes we get stuff that's just painted on and it's horrible, but this is good and it's big. If you're gonna do a big bow, you need to commit to it being a big bow, and it is. And I love that. And look at the polka dot one. Go big or go home, exactly. I just think it's fun. I really like this item. Especially the polka dots. I like the polka dots. Then we get into stuff that I would wear in real life. For example, this shirt. In the yellow is so funny. I did wear this shirt on purpose today. I like the transparent parts on this. It's kind of cool. It's got some fun colors. It's nice because it's like a simple shirt, but it's so cute and it's so usable. This one's my favorite in the whole pack. I can't imagine why I would say that or why I would think that. No particular reason. I just really like this shirt. But it's got some solid colors and some fun pattern ones. Also, love this jacket. Super fun colors on this too. Texture is a little bit weird on this also, I think, but that's okay. You see like that? Still looks nice though. Just stay zoomed out. That's so girl boss. Yeah, it's so nice. I like this like neutral color. Okay, look at this one though. The turtleneck and the cute sweater on top of it. And there's fun swatches like the cats and the little dog option. I love this. This is just so pretty to me. You haven't seen anything you don't like yet? Perfect. That's best case scenario. This one is like a fun kind of color blocked sweater. There's a couple nice swatches on this one as well. Then we have this jacket. Totally different vibe, but I love it. We haven't gotten too many leather jackets, really. It's been a while. And there's some nice ones, like plain with the brown leather. There's some fun colored ones. We also have this new quilted jacket. I really like this also. And it has some plain neutrals and some bright colors. There's this new tank top, and it's kind of layered. I really like this as well. I like how it's simple too, because it's just a bunch of solid colors. You can kind of match it with anything. Like, it works with so many different pairs of pants and stuff. Like, look, I gave it to this sim. She wears it for her everyday wear, but you could also wear it for like an athletic outfit. You know, like it works for a lot of different things. Yeah, it's a nice mix. Okay, we also have this new jacket, and this is one of those ones also that has like some plain swatches and some messy swatches. So if you wanted to use it for like your Sims work clothes, they can. They can be doing pottery in this, or they could just be wearing it. This has a really nice matching pair of pants, which we'll get to. I think this Sim wears it actually. So nice. Simple tank top, but like the shape. It's so good. No, we haven't done the build items yet, Lunar. We're still doing CAS. We actually haven't gotten that far. We have this new button up, and it's open. It's rare that we'll get stuff that's this low cut for feminine frame sims. Like, I think they made this for masculine frame sims, and then they gave it to us for feminine frame sims too. Obsessed. You pair this with like a pair of like nice high-waisted pants or something. Oh my God. It's really good. And again, nice solid colors, like so easy to use this. Sometimes when they do patterns, like they do too much, you know? And like patterns are fun, but you need a mix. Kind of like this jacket has some patterns and some solid colors. Sometimes they're doing too much with the patterns, and this pack I feel like has a nice mix. It's a lot of focus on texture too, as opposed to like super vibrant patterns. And last we have this jacket. Let me just put a tank top on this sim and we can look at all the different pants. Okay, so first we have these. These are pretty simple too, but they've got some fun patterns on them for a couple versions and some nice solid colors. We've got these sweatpants. I love how long they are. They've been really playing with length on stuff recently. Like, we've gotten a few pairs of jeans that are a little bit longer and baggier at the bottom, and I really like that too. Because again, we don't have anything like that really, so it's a nice addition. And like the long strings, look, the string actually is a string, it's not painted. These pants are so long that covers their shoes. We got nothing else like that. That's so fun. I really like them. Actually, I think Love Struck has pants kind of like this, but it's nice to have more. And the patterns are cool. We also have this new mini skirt. This one will match that leather jacket pretty well. And then look, same mini skirt, but with visible straps. Kind of fun. Again, don't have much like this in the game, so. Then we have this pair of pants. This one will also match that leather jacket pretty well, I think. Kind of the same colors. We have these pants. You can see these have like a mix as well of the like dirtier swatches. And also some solid colors. I really like these. They're nice and simple too. But again, they're like loose. The cuffs at the bottom, it's cute. These ones are pretty nice. They've got this kind of fun chain with the anchor. That is painted on, so it's not all 3D. This one is painted, but it's okay. This always happens with packs. Some things are 3D and other ones are painted. But they've got a bunch of plain colors like jeans and different browns and neutrals and stuff there. And then we have this pair of pants. This is the one that is like maybe a little bit more formal and it matches that tank top pretty well. Real quick, I want to show you all of the shoes because there's a few pairs of shoes too. Yeah, the shirts will tuck into those pants. Yeah, the shirts will tuck into those pants. I think the shirts tuck into every single one of those pants. At least a lot of them do. Okay, so we have a new pair of boots. These are a little bit taller. They look like this. And then we have similar boots, but shorter version in a bunch of different colors. Looks like that. And then we have this nice little pair of sandals. You can't go wrong with a nice simple sandal like this either. And the boots too, so normal. Like everybody owns boots like this, you know? Like it's so like normal shoe. And that, I mean that in a good way. Because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes the things are just doing too much. These are so realistic and they're trendy. Like I like having that kind of thing for my Sims. We also have these more strappy sandals. We don't have much like this either. So I was pretty excited about those. And then we got some chunky sneakers. So we've got all those different colors on the sneakers too. Lots of nice colors as well. Yeah, they all look comfy. All the shoes look comfy to me. And we have sandals for hot weather. Like we've got variety, you know, this is range. I think that's all of the stuff for the adult feminine frame sim cast. Let's look at the adult masculine frame sims real quick. I'll show you the hairs again. We looked at them before with the other sim, but it's the same stuff, but we can look at it again real quick. Crocs win. They should make Crocs. That would be good. So we have this one. Oh, and his beard is also new. The beard this sim has is new. No, there's not any new nails in this pack. No new nail polish this time around. Someone's impersonating me and DMing you on Discord. Bestie, you gotta block them. I promise, and I mean this with so much love and respect to all of you, I would never DM anybody on Discord like that. I'm not DMing anyone on Discord. And you can also tell that it's me because my real account has like my actual accounts connected to it, like my real Twitch and everything connected to it. So I'm not DMing anyone on Discord. So if you get a DM from me anywhere, it's not me. And you should just block them. You shouldn't even engage. I can't do anything about that. So there's no point in even like telling the mods. Just block and report them, you know? On any platform. Like Telegram that happens on sometimes. I'm not on there. Just block and report them. Don't engage with those people. They're gonna try and ask you for like a gift card or something. Don't engage with the scammers. That's scary. But here are the hairs again, like I was saying before. Same thing, we looked at these already earlier, but it's nice to see them again. Okay, and let's look at all of the tops. So first we have this one. We looked at this one too. There's a lot of overlap between the casts, so some of these things we'll have seen. I really like this new t-shirt. I think this one's pretty nice. It's like tight, but I like how it's kind of tucked in. And it's just plain, solid colors. Super nice to have. We have this new jacket. Very vibrant. It's kind of fun. But it's got some more neutral colors too. We have this same shirt again. Kind of looking like this. We've got that suit jacket that we looked at. We looked at this one as well, but you see they all fit nicely, which is good to have. It's nice when they do this, when there's overlap between like the masculine and feminine frame casts, because it means that you just get more and you don't have to keep untagging things, you know? I really like this suit jacket. I like it with the turtleneck underneath. I think that's so nice. This pack will come out on March 6th, so next Thursday the pack will be out. I love this sweater. This sweater is like really speaking to me. It's one of my favorites. We got that same tank top again. Looks kind of like this. We got that same shirt again that we looked at before. This one's new. We have this tank top. It's kind of nice, it's like layered like that. And then we also have this one. This has a couple interesting swatches on it. Very life and death coded. That swatch, isn't it? Like literally with the crow and the skull, like. Anyway, it's got some plain swatches. It has like some flowers and stuff. This one I really liked because the bag is actually 3D. Obsessed with this one. Really, really, really enjoy this shirt. It's got some cute colors too. And then we have this, just like a simple turtleneck. We've got a little sweater vest. Now we're getting into like the kind of business casual vibe stuff. We have that same collared shirt that we saw before. This one's tucked in, this collared shirt. I really like this one too. Did it lag again? Oh God, please don't do that to me, Twitch. On a day like today, this is the worst day for you to be doing that. We also have this new jacket. I like this one too. I like how there's a nice mix of like some kind of fun neon stuff and some like more plain colors. This is kind of the same. Oh, it is the same shirt. It's just short sleeve instead of long sleeve. So we've got both of those. And then we also have a new zip up hoodie. We haven't gotten a zip up hoodie in a while. I think the zipper is a little big, but otherwise it's nice. So we've got that. Let me give him just like a plain tucked in shirt so we can look at all of the pants. So we have those same sweatpants that we looked at before. We've got those for all the Sims. Same colors too. We also have these same pants for all the Sims. We got these same pants for all the Sims. Same exact swatches, obviously. These pants, same as before. We did look at those. These pants, same as before. We looked at those as well. These ones I think are not tagged for feminine frame Sims. So we've got these new ones as well. I know, I'm glad that they're converting everything for both. I'm glad too. It is nice like that to have more. These ones are pretty simple as well. Just got some nice solid colors. These will match the suit. We got a new pair of shorts. These kind of look like linen shorts to me. It's rare that we get nice new shorts, so I'm glad about that. We've got these pants. Simple, solid colors. This is like another pair of sweatpants that we've got. Those are different, and we also have these. We looked at those earlier too. Okay, and then for full body, they have a little bit less tagged for masculine frame Sims, but we have that same, like almost uniform style work outfit with the apron. We got the same coat again. looking kind of like this. We have this same one again. I think his tattoos look cool with this. Which we'll get into the tattoos in a second too. Don't worry. This one's fun. We don't have anything like this really. We haven't gotten stuff with the hood up in a long time. It's been like kind of a while. But we've got this new one, and then we have this as well. Same swatches. And we also have this suit. I really like this suit. I think this suit is super nice. Oh, annoyingly, everyone, ads are gonna play in like a minute. They haven't started yet, but I'm out of snoozes. So I'll pause. I won't do anything without you. They have mostly the same shoes, like the same boots. We saw both of those already. We have the same sneakers that we saw, the same sandals, but the masculine frame sims also have this pair of shoes. So there's 5 shoes for adults total. Same thing, they have a couple extra bracelets. They have the watch, and they also have this thing, which for some reason is not tagged for feminine frame sims. I don't understand why the bracelets aren't just tagged for both. I don't really see an issue. But they're not. So those are both the bracelets. They have the same hats and the same glasses as well. Like we looked at these earlier. We have the same glasses, all 3 pairs of the same glasses. And then this is the new beard. Just that new beard. And I think that covers it for all of the regular casts for adults. We can look at the styled looks real quick. But there's not too many. Yeah, there's just 2. For masculine frame sims. There's this new one. Oh, the ads are playing. We can't look at the styled looks. We have to wait. That is okay. Everyone take a sip of water. This is important. Good. We did talk about traits earlier, Memories. Yeah, there's 2 new traits. They're called Shady and Idealist. If you're looking for gameplay stuff like that, I did make an entire review that I posted on YouTube, and I talked about all of the gameplay, literally all of it. It's an hour long. I really deep dove into the gameplay in that, and we're gonna try and talk about the cast and the build stuff a bit more in this video, because I didn't show off everything in depth in that video because it was super long already. The review, by the way, took me so long to make. Like, it is a feat to make the review like that and to try and turn it around with a quick turnaround like before the embargo. So hopefully it turned out good because I really tried. I really tried. I spent so long on it. I'm glad that hopefully it's helpful for people though, because that's always what I want out of those things. What's Stanley gonna make his employees wear? Maybe they could all wear hot dog costumes. I don't know. When I did rack searches with Stanley, I didn't really have him hire employees because he was kind of cheap. He didn't want to pay for anyone to work for him, you know? Okay, well this is the first of the styled looks for masculine frame sims, and they also have this one as well. Pretty simple stuff. I'm kind of sad that we only got a couple styled looks. I would have liked to have had more. But here's this one, and they also have this one. Yeah, just the 2 for each. I don't know if the kids have any styled looks. Yeah, no. That's okay. Well, I think that covers all. Oh no, the tattoos. Stupid. We'll go back. That covers all the casts except for the tattoos, which we will talk about now. So the problem with the tattoos in this pack, and I think this about any time that cast stuff is locked behind gameplay, is that it's kind of hard to access all of them. So you have to level up the skill to unlock them, and you also have to do actual gameplay to unlock some of them. Like with this one, you have to give a poor tattoo to have unlocked it. So for every body part, there are some new tattoos, and there's also a poor tattoo option. So like if you give a flop back tattoo, there's like a single flop back tattoo. But you can't access them all in cast, and from my testing, I couldn't figure out a cheat that would unlock them either. Usually, like with Nifty Knitting, there is a cheat that you can do to unlock the cast stuff. but I couldn't get it to work. Like the cast dot unlock by tag cheat that usually works. I couldn't use it. No, the tattoo skill is not base game. It's from the pack. But then there's also some tattoos. So again, you get them by leveling up the skill, by giving bad tattoos, or by like making the design on the sketch pad. So you have to just use the sketch pad a bunch and you'll unlock some more of them. Like this one you get when you're level 4 or higher if you use the sketch pad. So there are some in cast though. There's actually kind of a great deal of them. This one is like an arm tattoo right here. We've got another arm tattoo on this side. I guess I should probably not layer them, right? So we can focus on them individually. We've got this arm tattoo, and they do have some swatches and stuff. And obviously, like with the new update, there's some new features like makeup for the tattoos, so you can adjust them a little bit. We have this one, and then there's 2 more that you can unlock if you get the tattoo skill. I guess I should move my face higher this time, right? I'm less in the way if I'm up here now. Okay, but there's some more there. There's a few lower arm ones. I really like these 2, and I like them a lot when they're layered together. Cause look, there's like, this one's a little bit higher up, and then this one's a little bit lower down, but you can easily put them together. I think that's cool. It's kind of like you're like getting a sleeve, you know? And you could like slowly have them get more tattoos on their arm, like do one and then do one later on. I just think that's kind of a fun storytelling thing. There's a few more arm tattoos that you can unlock if you play. There's more that you can unlock if you play. The rest of those are all base game. There is this new leg tattoo. This one's pretty cool. I feel like this is kind of a set. There's a bunch of botanical ones like this that you can get like as you're playing, and they kind of match a couple of these. This one has like more, this one's kind of on their hip, you can see, but we can't access it yet. There's a few more for the other leg as well. We have a couple new back tattoos that you can access by default, plus some more that you have to unlock in game. There's a couple more upper back ones. Oh, I guess her hair's in the way. Let me make her hair shorter so we can see it. But there's that one up there. We have this one. Maybe I should have removed this because that's a bit longer. And there's this one, which is way bigger. Plus 3 more. Do you see this one that's like a horse? That's supposed to be the poor tattoo. It's like bad that you did a bad job, but I think it's fun. We also have a couple new stomach tattoos. We have this one. I like how it's got like the bone, the hand. And then we have a few more stomach tattoos here. There's like a botched one that's like a little sun. We have a couple of chest tattoos. There's these birds, and they come in swatches. We have this one, we have this one, and the rest of those are base game. We also have a few extra that you can unlock, and then there's a couple of face tattoos from the pack as well. So there's a bunch. Just most of it you kind of have to get through gameplay. And I found that when I went into game and I cheated my Sims skill, like if I instantly cheated that Sims tattoo skill to level 10, even when I went into cast, they like weren't there. So let me see if I can show you. Let me go onto the right Sim. This is the one who's gonna have it. Stats.set_skill_level major tattooing. Is it tattooing or just I think it's just tattoo. 10? Yeah. But when I went into cast, the ones that like you should unlock weren't visible. Instantly cheating the skill number doesn't trigger any of the unlock processes. Okay, well, let's go back then, and I'll show you in a different save, Dika, because there is a Sim who I have level 10 that has been playing the tattoo skill loads, and even she did not have them visible to her in cast. And I didn't understand why. So we can go look and see if it's still there, because this Sim should have, and I'll go in, I'll play with them first. This Sim should have it, and they weren't all there in cast. I did have this Sim move out of the household, but look, she's got tattooing level 10. I have done a bunch, like I did all these tattoo designs with her on this lot. So you would think that she would have access to them. But then you go into Cass, and they weren't there. Hey, Kira, bestie, that's like mega weird. I guess they got banned, so they don't even know I called them weird. Anyway. Where are my tattoos? Yeah, see, look. Like, I should have these. Tattooing skill level 5. So why isn't that there? I don't know. So maybe it's a bug, but like it should be unlocked. And then when I do the tattooing, like, cause I tried to do a custom tattoo on her boyfriend and you'd think that it would let her do that and it wasn't there either. So I think that maybe it's glitched. Oh, you're the wrong Sam. Like if I offer a custom tattoo, that's the one where you can go into Cass and like custom do all of them. Yeah, she's tattooed someone. This is the sim that I played the whole tattoo skill in. Like this is the sim that I filmed my playthrough video with. So I've done a lot of tattooing. I think this is just a glitch. And this is not final software, the CFE version of the game. But look, this is gonna take me into Cass so I can like custom place them all. But see, like, I don't understand why they're not there. I don't get it. Because I have tattooing skill level 10 and I played with this sim, I didn't just cheat it. But anyway, I can't show you all the tattoos in Cass, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it might also be like a CFE specific problem. Do you remember how like with the last pack, the rebirth wasn't working because of the CFE, because of like the gallery stuff? So it could be like a CFE specific problem. I don't know. I want to go talk about build stuff now though. Yeah, I've tried the ignore gameplay unlocks one and I tried the Cass unlocks one and neither of them worked. I was doing both. Because there's like that Cass.unlock by tag cheat. That one wasn't working either. Okay, build by. This is the good stuff. This is what we want to see. Okay, we're on a big empty lot. We'll start here. I guess I will start with the actual build items. Right? Oh my god, I'm trying to build a wall. My mouse like got caught. Okay, we'll start with windows and then we'll look at all the furniture. Oh yeah, and you can see the world. Look how nice it is. Okay. So we have quite a few new windows and doors. I'm gonna look at those first and then we'll talk about wallpaper. So this is, oh, my mouse is being weird, you guys. Here's the first new window. Why is it doing this? Okay, I think I'm fine. This is one of the new windows. We've got all of these swatches. Maybe I'll place them down as like sets first and then we can talk about them. Because these ones are kind of all the same set. I really like this new window set. Like so much. It's kind of an orangey color. It's kind of like a coral color, I guess, on that window. There is red too. And would you look at that? More than one blue swatch. And you wonder why we end up with blue Suburbans. They've got more than one of them. It's not my fault. The blue agenda. This one is kind of blue Suburban coated. This window. Yes, we've got that option. I've been using this window the most. This square one. I can put these on like a short wall height too, so you can see the scale a little bit better, but a couple of them are too big. But this is, it's like a pretty big window on short wall height, you know? Let me put move objects on. And then we also have this window. This one's a little bit fancier. I like how it's pretty tall though, because again, on short wall height, it's like almost the full wall. This is where the short wall height stops. And this one's a little bit fancier. I don't know if I'll use this window very often. I think it's supposed to be like a display window for like a shop or something, but I don't know if I like it, so I'll probably use it less. There's also quite a few like more modern style windows in the pack that look kind of like this. And then we have a few like full wall, big windows. These are 3 tiles wide. Usually when we get these big windows, they're 2 tiles wide, but these are huge. So we've got these big giant ones. Solid glass panel, absolutely giant piece of glass. I'm pretty excited about that. It's fun because it's like such a big piece of solid glass as well. Lots of natural light, plus a couple that are like a little bit fancier. These are smaller and they have some more detail to them. This one's super usable, I think. That'll be fun to have. And then a couple small, same swatches, but just like smaller variants. And look at this glass one, or this glass round one. They've got regular, and then they also have just a plain circle with no lines in it. Oh, I'm putting my face cam back to where it belongs. I forgot, sorry. It doesn't matter as much when you're in build mode. But I'm really excited about this window. And I like that it's got the plain white swatches too, because I feel like this could be doable to use in other styles of builds, you know? Yeah, the windows will stack, because all the windows stack, so if you wanted to stack them, you could do that with any window, pretty much. So those are all of those things. We do have some new doors as well. These in particular, I think, are the best ones. I'm a little bit frustrated by this situation, but this one at least fits with the short one. This is just a plain glass door. Single tile, simple glass door. It's got like clear glass plus a frosted colored glass. Lots of different swatches for you. This, I don't understand. I don't understand. You can't put it next to the window because it looks terrible. But it's the same as the small one. It's just taller. And it's nice to have a medium wall height, like tall, skinny door. And also if you wanted to, you could like put them together, you know, and try and make it look like a double door. It matches the window's transparency, but not, there's not a like frosted glass part of the window. There is frosted glass at the door though. But the frosted glass of the door, like I don't need it. I don't need to have frosted glass windows. This is nice for like a bathroom, you know? But yeah, I'm kind of annoyed by this not being the same height. Every time they make a medium wall height door, it's never the height that I want it to be. Consistently, I am disappointed by medium wall height doors. But we have both of the glass skinny doors. We also have this little teeny tiny door. This is really short. It's like even a little bit shorter than some of the base game ones. I guess it's the same height as that, but like the regular base game one is even a little bit taller than that. But it kind of has an interior door sort of vibe. It's a little bit fancy. I guess it could be a front door if you wanted it to be, but I don't like how small it is. Like I wish that the doors would take up more space, because again, the wall height, that's short wall height. I just wish it was like maybe up there a little bit more. It is a nice fancy door though. We also have this one, kind of a small metal door that you could use. Same thing though, it's pretty small. We have a big metal door. This one is the same size as these windows, thankfully. But this has got like some kind of funky metal variants. This one is like a big metal door, but it also has fancy trim. And then we have a couple of like, I guess more traditional looking doors. I like that this one is only 1 tile wide, because we don't have many tall, medium wall height doors. And it does count as being medium wall height. It's the same as short wall height though. Like look, it fits on short wall height basically. But we don't have a lot of tall, skinny doors that you could use. So this will be nice for like a townhouse kind of vibe, I feel like, because it's so tall and skinny, you can use it in nice, tall, skinny houses. But these will match the more traditional windows. They've all kind of got the same swatches. Just a few different variants. I think I'll use these a lot. They're nice to have. They're nice front doors, and they work for like a house or for a store, like lots of options there. What else do we have? We have a few new fences. I was impressed with how many fences there are. This one is kind of like, because there's like a fixer-upper style build. So we've got this like danger zone construction fence, and it's got some dirty swatches and some nice swatches. Or I guess it has one dirty swatch. We have this one. This is kind of like a little picket fence. It has a bunch of different colors too. Nice plain white. We've got like black, wooden colors. This one's a green that I keep mistaking for black when the lighting is weird. Like in the morning, I keep thinking it's the black swatch and then realizing, nope, that one's green. They've got a lighter brown. There's this one and there's this one. This is like a plain metal fence. I don't think that there's glass in it. I think it's literally just like metal. Metal at the top and the bottom, and it's got lighting on it. And this comes in all kinds of different metal colors for you to use. But it's kind of cool that it has the lights. And it's very simple because it's just a plain metal line. Yeah, like a simple metal bar, exactly. And then there's like a little bit more of an industrial, like kind of mesh metal fence. This will come in all those same colors as the other one. Kind of a nice setup over here. And then the best fence is this one, in my opinion, because it's got fairy lights attached to it. I will say this, I'm kind of sad that there isn't a non-fairy light version of this fence, because sometimes you don't want fairy lights. Most of the time you do, but sometimes you don't. So I'm kind of sad there isn't a non-fairy light version, but it is really pretty. And there's 3 fence gates. We didn't get a matching gate for all of the fences, but we did get a matching one for this fence, matching one for this fence, and a matching one for this fence. So it'll have all the same colors as them, but those 3 got gates and these 2 didn't. What does that mean? Sometimes you don't want fairy lights. You know what? You're so right, Christine. I misspoke. You actually always want fairy lights. I don't know what just came over me. Yeah, I can show you at nighttime because they do light up. Isn't that cute? It's subtle, but it's cute. Yeah, I'm sad that there's not a gate for this fence either. And you could use like, I guess you could use that gate, but at least it's the same colors. Like same thing, you could use this gate on this one because it is the same colors. But I'm not sure. So it is doable, like you can kind of make do, but it's not perfect. And I guess it does break it up. Yeah, there you go, Dika. Look on the bright side. There are 2 new staircases, and these are kind of cool because they're like a fun floating stair vibe. So you can put it like against the wall. I don't know, kind of an interesting little detail there. And these have loads of new wood colors. Like they basically come in every wood color. So you've got a lot of options here. Like they've got the wood colors that match Dream Home Decorator, they've got gray, there's like the base game light wood colors, there's white, but they always have the black trim on the end. It's kind of cool though. And then we have 2 stair railings. We have the metal mesh stair railing, and we also have the plain, just like metal bars stair railing. I've been mostly using this one. The thing is also, you can't really put them together if you wanted to, because if you want railings, it has to have a railing in the middle still. But I don't know, I guess you could make like a really big stair like that. That's not so bad. It's an interesting kind of stair though. And it looks like looks like an airport. I was gonna say it looks like it belongs in like a public space, you know? It has community law energy. And that's the point of the pack, so that's a good thing. There are a couple of columns. We've got these 2 columns. This one is more like a fancy building style column. This one will match a lot of the colors that we have for all those windows, the older style windows. And then this one's a kind of plain round column. I was a little bit frustrated because it's not really a true black. It's like a gray, but it does kind of come in some plain whites. I don't think that doesn't that swatch label seem off to you? But it is a nice simple column, so it's easy to use. And then we have also 1 set of spandrels. I guess I should put those, maybe I'll move this way. But the spandrel is kind of like a more metal vibe, I guess. Do you see that? How it's like plain metal just across the top? Yeah, so that's most of the build items, or the build fixtures, I guess. We'll look at the wallpapers and flooring next. And we'll go through all of them, because there's a bunch. I'll show the tree, don't worry. And we'll look at like the roof sculptures and stuff too. So there's first this new wallpaper. Maybe I'll make it short wall height. It's like a little bit overwhelming. This one is like the patterned wallpaper. So this is the one that has a few cutesy variants. I really like the floral, like so much. I was kind of sad that there's not really that many swatches of floral. It's just the two. The rest of them are a little bit more solid. But it is a very nice wallpaper. I like this. It's nice to have these colors, and like this shade of purple, we don't really have anything like that yet. So it's a nice wallpaper to have. Very pastel and cutesy. There is a new wood paneling. This will come in like pretty much every wood color too. So we've got all of those swatches. There's another wood paneling that's a little bit different. You can kind of see the variant there. But this is like a bit more simple almost, this wood panel. Nice plain vertical paneling. There are two new stones that are the same here. Both of these are the same, except one has some differences on the bottom. So we've got all those colors, and then this one, do you see how it has like more of a base to it? So you could use that as the bottom floor, and then the other one is the top floor, which is nice. And those come in like some neutral stone colors. We also have a new brick. There is a new brick wallpaper, and this has loads of swatches. It's kind of a different layout of brick too, because there's some smaller bricks in there. It's different than ones that we have already. But there's no painted versions. They're all like neutral tones, like actual brick tone, but it kind of has a funky, like shorter brick to it. This one is kind of meant to be a stucco wallpaper as well. More of an exterior kind of situation. Lots of different stucco colors. One thing that I have noticed about this, and I'm sorry to point it out, but this I don't think tiles very well, because it has like every three, it has this weird line, and this is where you're gonna get really upset. So I'm sorry in advance for this, but it also has a bit of the other color visible on the bottom. And so like if you wanted to stack them, you can see it. And I don't know if that's supposed to happen. I'm sort of thinking that it's not, but that is something interesting. A lot of base game wallpapers do this. Well, I think with this one in particular, Dika, because it's like so vibrant up against the dark, like grayish blue, it feels really obvious, you know? Oh, a lot of wallpapers with a base do this. Yeah, that makes sense. But because of the like vibrant color to it, it seems really like it stands out. But anyway, hopefully you'll block it with landscaping and it'll be fine. We have all the same stucco colors without the base too, if you wanted to use those. So it's just a bunch of nice, like simple stucco colors. I like this green a lot. And it has so many shades of like pink and peach. And then this one is more like a paint instead of a stucco. It's like a little bit less textured. I don't know if you can tell, but this has more texture to it. And this one is also a bunch of darker colors too. So it's a lot of dark paint colors, various browns and like deep greens. I guess this is pretty textured. You just can't really see it as much on the other colors. That's what those look like. So those are all of the wallpapers. We did get a variety of new floorings. I love this new tile. It's like a really pretty pastel patterned tile that we've got. Super cute, right? Like look at that with the yellow and orange. I really like that. We also got this new brick. And I was kind of sad about this brick because There's no grayish tones. It's all red, and this is like the grayest one, and it's kind of still peachy almost. But everywhere in the environment has gray, like in both neighborhoods in this world, it's gray, 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 gray. Like all of this sort of color and stuff. And we don't have a color that matches it with this brick. And that made me kind of sad. I wish that we had gotten some, at least like similar color tones to the environment floor. They never give us the environment floors. I wish they would. But I wish we had gotten some similar colors or something. Because you physically cannot use this to match the environment. You can use it, but not for that purpose. And that's sad. It kind of has like an indoor energy to it. I don't know. We did get this. So we do have some gray flooring. There's like a solid gray concrete with a bunch of different shades of gray. But I kind of wish that we had a couple grays on the brick too, you know? Because if you could mix and match all three of these, that would have been great. And there's also a stenciled concrete, and it's the same colors as this one, but it has like the stencil variants on it. And I do really like this. This is nice to have. So I'm happy about this stenciled brick, or stenciled flooring, concrete, whatever. And last, there's a new wood plank. It's like a very wide wood plank, which we don't get very often. And it's got like all the same wood colors as everything else. I like this a lot. I like this light color a lot too. The wood is nice. Like I'm gonna use that all the time, I think. Yeah, it'll look nice on a deck. I agree. I think it just is nice. And I can see it matching really well with like Dream Home Decorator and a lot of those other packs. Even Eco Lifestyle would probably go well with. It's got a lot of nice wood tones like that. And it's just nice and simple because it's so wide, so. Okay, it is annoyingly another ad time. So we'll wait. We shall wait. And then we'll look at more of the build stuff. So sorry, everyone. Poor ads. I'm out of snoozes, though. I kept snoozing them in the beginning of the stream, and now I can't snooze them anymore. But it's a good time to get some water, so. It's only a minute. We don't have much longer left. It won't take too long. Has the stream lagged at all since that one big one when we were in CAS? I don't think so, right? We're fine? Okay, that's good. That is actually a relief to me. Let me build like a big box so we can have, we'll be ready for the next thing that we have to look at. We'll be prepared when the ads stop. We'll be here for the next stuff. And then we can look at that too. It was around when Dan went live, Nancy, but it like Dan had been live for a few minutes already, so I don't think it actually is tied to Dan going live. I think it was just a coincidence because it wasn't like the exact time that he went live, you know? Because if it had happened the second he started stream, I would have been like, oh yeah, but he had been live, so I wouldn't blame him. No, don't blame Dan. Okay, let's look at the other stuff. We do have some new roof sculptures. These are like the big main things. These are like the new roof facades that you can use. So I'll show you how I would use these in a second. But these come in a lot of those same colors that will match the stucco. We looked at the swatches of these already to kind of match the stucco, but it's all the same colors. They'll match the windows pretty well. And there's also a couple more modern things. We have these really nice new dormers that come in a handful of swatches. And we also have this new chimney that comes in a handful of swatches. But those swatches might seem kind of plain. However, there's a new roof. And this roof comes in those same exact three colors. So it's a new metal roof, but it matches all of these three colors perfectly. So if you wanted to use them, look, exact right color. I'm a little bit sad that it's only three, but if we try and look on the bright side, at least it means that all of the accent pieces match perfectly. There's also a new roof trim, and this one's kind of cool because it's like two-toned. You can see it has the wood and the black accent, which we don't have a lot like this. So that's kind of a fun little detail that we got this thing now. It's like a little bit more, I don't know, It's like a more stylistic choice than the plain ones that we have otherwise. Okay, let me show you how I would put, like if you wanted to use these things, I'll show you kind of what it would look like. Because you would put these up on the ends, and I would probably make it smaller. I would probably do it like about this size. And then imagine maybe you wanted to use the new frieze that we got. This will match those same colors too. See how it's got that same like beige color that we have up there? So you could use the new frieze. And then you could get a nice new roof piece. You would like take away the edges. Go away trim pieces. I found that I had the best luck when I scooted this kind of far forward when it was like floating on top of the trim. But then you could take this, get your little roof fancy piece in like this. We can get that new roof trim there. We'll put this color, and then you could add your dormers in if you wanted to, you know? And then all of a sudden, you have a really fancy new roof. Isn't that so nice? I literally did an entire build where I faked this back, because I went to Amsterdam last summer for TwitchCon, and there's a lot of stuff like this in Amsterdam too, with this style of building. And so I made an entire build where I tried to fake it using roof pieces and like half walls and stuff. And having this for real now, I am so excited about. I'm so glad. It's just really nice. I love this style of architecture. It's really common in a lot of places in Europe too, and it looks really good. So that's most of the stuff there. There are a couple of extra things, like this new hanging plant, they're counting as an outside item. It shows up in the plants category too, but I'll show you this real quick because it's a really nice new hanging plant. And then we also have this new awning too. The new awning has some solid colors and some of it has fairy lights, which is pretty nice. Okay, now we're gonna go inside. Oh wait, no, the tree. This one's not, this is the early purchase content from Cottage Living. This is the tree. This is the new tree from the pack. Look at how cute this is. With the pretty fairy lights on it. I'm kind of excited about that. It's nice. And that's not in Debug or anything. It's like actually in your list of trees. And it's cheap. The game says it's 65 simoleons for a tree that nice. Like, I kind of like it. If you size it up, I mean, it sizes up okay. The lights are pretty big when you size it up, but I'm willing to ignore that kind of thing. I don't really care, so it can be sized up. It does mean the light bulbs are kind of large, but whatever. It's fine. I accept it. I don't have access to Cottage Living Condo. I have just the Cottage Living early purchase content. It's because of like a weird mislabeling when they did the Cottage Living early purchase content, that it always shows up when you play with just the base game, if you have it on your EA account. The other early purchase content from later packs doesn't do that, but specifically just the Cottage Living ones do. Like it'll class the Cottage Living bike as being base game too, if you have it, which I do. See, it looks like it's base game, but it's not. This is the Cottage Living early purchase item. But yeah, it's a mistake. They made it base game instead of making it included in Cottage Living. So that's why that's there. I don't have any other packs. I just have this Cottage Living bike. Yeah, it was the first time they did early purchase stuff, so that would be why. They didn't know what they were doing yet. Okay, let's look at the furniture. Let's begin. I'm gonna start with the bed. I am obsessed with this bed. This is the Businesses and Hobbies bed. It's 1100 simoleons. It's only energy 5, but that's okay. It's also really simple. Like, it's got the nicest little comfy blanket. It comes in a lot of nice neutral colors. This will work anywhere with anything. This is a really nice new bed. I am really excited about that. Hi, thank you for the raid. You caught us at a good time. We're just starting to go over the buy mode items from the new expansion pack. We literally just started. This is the first piece of furniture I've placed. So you're here at the perfect time. There's also a bunch of new chairs. So those ones are like lounge chairs. We also have a couple new couches. And then we have a couple new ottomans that match the couches. So I'll start with all of those. This little teeny tiny stool is so nice to have. Everything comes in the exact same swatches. So you'll see a lot of leather. We'll have like all of these leather colors. There's like the yellow, and they'll all come in these couple variants of patterns too. So we have like some kind of cutesy patterns on a few of them. This one has some kind of fun accents to it. This chair kind of reminds me of a chair that I used to really love in The Sims 3. Yeah, this matches the wallpaper nerdy, yeah. This looks like a chair that I used to love in The Sims 3, so it kind of brings me back. But you can see it kind of has those same colors. There's also like a spray painted freezer bunny variant almost. This one's kind of spray painted. Got some fancy colors there. This one has all those same leather colors, but it's in a accent chair instead. This one is like the same thing, but it's a couch instead. And then we also have the same thing as an ottoman instead. And then there's also this new couch, and this one is nice because it's the same thing again. Except this one also happens to have a few variants. They gave us all of the ones with a throw blanket and without the throw blanket. So if you wanted to put like 2 of them in a room, you could have like the throw blanket on one side and then the non-throw blanket on the other side. So useful, because sometimes when they do those really fancy sofa setups like that, like when you put it in a living room, it is a little bit weird to have the exact same throw blanket on both halves. But this way, little coffee table in between, that's cute. So it's nice to have the option. And then we also have this ottoman. There's like a second wider ottoman that is the same, but it's just bigger. So we've got a lot of variations. Plus, we also have this little sofa in some nice bright colors. So there's a lot of chairs in this pack. Those are all like the living chair things. That one's not from the pack. Now we have a couple of dining chairs. These ones will be like to fit on your dining table kind of chairs. And they have, again, the same swatch sets. So they'll all match across everything. I really like this one. This kind of has like a bistro chair type of vibe to it. But I like that it's got the cute wood colors to it. We also have a couple of bar stools. There's one that sort of matches all of this stuff. And then there's a slightly more modern set. They definitely have a smaller set of like the more, I'm gonna call it the more modern things, but you can kind of see what I mean. Like this stuff is very clearly a different set from this stuff. And there's less of it, which could be a good or bad thing. I do think it's a good thing in this case because it means that the other set, like the more like Scandinavian style, I guess, is a bit more fleshed out. So I kind of prefer that. But this is the other bar stool. This one's like got some more bright colors on it. A little bit more neon. We have a few dining tables. This is a regular dining table. This is a bar height dining table. This is a side table actually, and this is a regular dining table. So you could use the bar stools at this bar height dining table and regular ones at this table. I like to have new bar height tables, and I like that it's just like a plain simple one. It has some cool swatches too, like the stone. This makes sense now, right? How they went back and in the base game, they gave us like some more stone looking swatches on a couple things in the base game. Where are you? But you can kind of, you're like, oh yeah, I get it now. But we have this more bar height table. And then we also have, this is like I said, just a side table, but it's kind of a tall side table. This is a coffee table. This one is classed as a coffee table, but it's a little bit high, I think. When I've been building with it, I've been putting like that as the TV stand because it's a little bit taller. It is kind of a high table though. I guess in a way that's a nice thing because we don't really have anything like that. It looks like it could be a desk, but it's not a desk, it's too low. But it's nice to have some like height variation, I guess. And you could use it for storage in like your Sims art studio or something. This is a desk. This one actually is a desk. And this is a 1 tile wide desk. I am so glad that we got this desk. I cannot believe how long I have waited for another 1 tile desk. It's so simple. It's just got some plain wood swatches so you can kind of use it anywhere. I am so glad to have this. It's nice to have a little teeny tiny desk because sometimes you got a tiny house. Sometimes you want a like smaller desk in the kids' room. Like you just need small desks sometimes. And the other ones in the game, they're nice, but they're all like doing a little bit too much, you know? This one's kind of more neutral. It's simple. Okay, so a couple more of these things. This is a trolley, but it's like a really low table and you can slot stuff to it. But it's like a really, really low lying table. I kind of like that though. It also is cool with the other swatch variants. Could work in your art studio kind of space. It's an interesting item and we don't have anything like it. These ones, this is called the shoes wall shelf. Some have stylish shelving for their shoes and some take off the cover while mounting that shelf. And this is just a couple variants of shelving. There are no shoes in this pack. I have been using this when I do tattoo shops. And I've been putting like this set of ink in there because it slots pretty well. So I've been using that to store ink for the tattoos. But this is like a nice solid color, kind of bright shelf item. I like that it has a few different variations too. It's nice to have more colorful shelves. We can only have so many plain wooden shelves. It's nice to have some fancier ones. We also have this tidy tattoo trolley. So it kind of looks like a nice cart or thing to use in your Sims tattoo studio as well. This also could work in like a fake garage. I feel like both of these things could be like fun fake tool storage if you wanted to. They could work in that sort of way. This is a new wardrobe display item. We have, where are they? Oh no, where did they go? Clothes, okay. There's clothes. So this is like a cute new way to hang up clothing. There's two different ones. We have that has a few swatches and then we have this one that has a few swatches. And this is like the actual clothing from Cass. Like we have that dress and this coat in Cass. So that's a really nice, simple clothing rack too. It's always nice to have more hanging clothing. Cause I don't know about you all, but I really enjoy doing this and like hanging clothing up, and we have a few from different packs, but like anytime you get more, then you can have more variety. So it's nice to have. Anyway, those are those things. Let's go up. Some of this is like showing up in a weird order. I don't want to show you the bar back yet without showing you the bar, right? Oh, here, we'll go to the bars next. So this is the new bar, and there's also a new specialty coffee bar. This one has some gameplay tied to it. You could kind of think of it as almost like a mix between the one that comes in high school years and also the one that comes in Get Together. You can sell like coffee and cookies. So like basically these cookies that you see in there, they'll sell, and a few coffee drinks they'll sell in there, and you could put this on your lot. So you could host like a cafe on your lot if you wanted to and have them buy food from you. And this will also explain why we got those new swatches on that base game counter. It's the same colors. So that explains a lot. I'll be honest, when I did my video on the update, I had not seen those yet. I didn't think to look in the base game counters for new swatches, so I hadn't seen them yet. But it makes sense because it's the same as this. So that's why they did it. It wasn't out of the kindness of their heart. They did it so we could have some match. I guess it was kind of them, but then everybody gets them, which is good. Okay, so this is the new bar. It's kind of cool. It's like slightly curved. Let me scoot it back a little, or forward a little bit so you can see the other side. They've got some nice solid wood colors too, and some interesting bonus swatches. And then this is like the bar back that you can hang on the wall. I like that it's mirrored and it has that kind of cool arch. I feel like this item will also look nice with the one from Lovestruck because of the arching and the gold. So I feel like it'll tie in nicely with other stuff. You could even probably use that with like the Cozy Bistro kit because of the gold. It might be the wrong shade of gold, but everything works with black, right? So I do like that item though. This next item, I'm just gonna start here. This is like the fridge display case. So you know how I talked a lot in my review about this, but there's like one of the early purchase items is a little fridge display case that looks like it's meant to have food in it. This one is also a functional fridge display case. It does not look like a fridge display case. It looks like a glass display case. Does not seem like the kind of thing you would put food in. So maybe if you have like a really fancy upscale bakery, you're putting cakes on display or something. I just wish that they had included the other one as well. You know, like it looks like a trophy case to me and not really like a food display. You can put food in there. So if your Sims wanted to sell their cotton candy, you could put it in here. But this does not look like the kind of thing you would sell cotton candy out of though. It's like too upscale. This is like a wedding cake baker uses this cake case, you know? It just feels too fancy. It's super common. In real life, it's common in Sweden for them to be just a big glass box. I mean, I've seen big glass box ones like this in real life. I'm not saying it never happens. What I think happened is, because you know we have the get to work ones, right? And the get to work ones are a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit older looking. I think they were trying really hard to get so far away from the get to work ones that they went to like a whole other extreme. And to me, this doesn't look like something that you would really put food in. Like I wish that there was something else, but anyway. It's not my favorite item in the pack. It's not that big of a deal. It's just something that kind of bothered me about the pack. Specifically because there is another one that is locked behind an extra paywall. If there was only this one, I wouldn't be saying anything. But because the other one is the early purchase content, that annoys me. You know? Frankly, you guys, I love Europe. I love you all so much. I'm not trying to insult your bakery cases. Like, please don't like twist it to think that. I just think that like it's annoying that we're insulting EA, okay? We're insulting the other one being behind a paywall. Because there is another one, and you have to buy the pack early to get it. Otherwise, you don't get it, and that's the problem. That's the problem. We're on the same team. I don't have it backwards, chat. The idea with something like this is that you would put it like maybe next to your like food display, and so the employees would be back here and they could take the stuff out of it. It's not backwards. I promise it's not backwards. It also functions like your Sims can come up and take stuff out of it. I have played with this pack for dozens of hours. I promise I know what direction it works. But the reason the doors are on the other side is because this way, like, the employees would be back there. Does that make sense? You get it? So it's not a bad thing. It looks fine, but I just wish it was a little bit different. So this is this is like a fake counter item. This one is meant to match the sink. It's not really a counter. It has like end table energy. But it does match the stuff, so it'll have the same swatches as that. And it's kind of like if you wanted to use it in your pottery studio for like storage of stuff, you know, like it's supposed to have that sort of vibe. And there's a sink that matches it as well. I do like this item a lot. I think the sink is pretty cool. Yeah, this could be like a fun fake kitchen island. It could be nice in a bathroom. Like you could use it behind this. Like we were saying before, you put it back there, you know, behind the, what swatch is this? But you could put it behind this thingy when you're selling your food. It definitely is very versatile because it's pretty simple. And then you can put your clutter on top of it to customize it. There's a couple other bathroom things. We do have a new toilet stall, and we haven't gotten a new toilet stall in a while. This one's really fancy with like the LED lights and stuff. This one, I think it's nice to have because it definitely feels a little bit, I can't show you because the other ones are in the other packs, but like, you know, the ones from university are like so American and they have a gap like this big in the bottom. This is like a more solid, full door. So it does feel a bit more European in that way. But it is a nice bathroom stall. I feel like I'm in like a really fancy airport bathroom, you know? Like, I'm in a really nice bathroom at Heathrow. They all seem nice to me because I'm from Orlando and our bathrooms are horrible. So, it's a fancy bathroom stall though. And they gave us as well a tub. We didn't get a new regular toilet or anything, but we did get a new tub. So we have this thing, mint not so berry. there's that item. These next things are all display items, much like this, but this is a refrigerator. These ones are just regular displays. This is the only way that you can sell stuff in the pack. So you cannot like put an item for sale on a regular table. The way that sales work in this pack is you have to put it on one of these display cases. So there's one for paintings, there's one for you to put like all sizes of items basically. And the reasoning for that is that this pack is not a retail pack. Get to Work is a retail pack. This pack is about selling a service. So the like shopping is not meant to be the main feature. So they're kind of trying to like tie it into this. So when you play this game, the second you put, and I'll show you once we're in actual gameplay, but the second you put an item on this, it'll be put for sale. Like if you have a store, you put that on there, it's for sale on these things. So Get to Work's retail system is more of a retail system. In this pack, the retail is just like a mini feature. There's like 50 plus probably different activities your customers can do, and shopping is just one of them. You know, like it's not about shopping. This pack is about the experience on the lot. So that's why the retail is like a little bit smaller. But yeah, so you can't really decorate with these as much, I guess. Because these are more, I mean, unless you're using them on your house. Because you could, if you wanted to put it like as a decorative thing, yeah, see, like if you wanted to decorate with it, if you just make it residential, like they can't buy anything off of it when it's in your house. But if you have this in the public area, they'll buy stuff off of it. Yeah, and if you don't have a store, you could use it as a table, a normal table. But if you have a store, like the point of these is to have it be set for sale, you know? But yeah, if you wanted to have like an older, more ornate style store, exactly, Christine, you couldn't really do that as much because this is how you sell things in there. But again, this pack isn't really meant to be about making a store. And you could probably, to be honest, there probably is a way to disable sales on it now that I think about it. We'll have to look in game, but what, like from my experience, when you put an item on there, it like insta goes for sale. And you can change the prices like of the whole lot all at once. We'll talk about gameplay later on. We'll talk about that later once we're actually playing, but right now we're just looking at the build stuff. But that's how you sell things. And I just am warning you, this pack's not about selling things. This pack is about running a business, not about running a store. So I wouldn't you're not buying this because you want to run a store, you know? The store part is like a small aspect of it. Like you're running a pottery studio and you sell a couple of pots on the side. Is kind of the vibe here. Like you can sell pots, but I probably wouldn't do this with the intention of only selling pots. If I wanted to only sell pots, I would probably do it differently. That's kind of the vibe of the whole pack though. And I think that's intentional because I think they're really trying to distinguish it from Get to Work. Like they're trying to make sure that people know like this is not the same thing. Like the whole point of this is supposed to be completely different. Like the rest of the gameplay is not even about retail at all. So, and speaking of pots and pottery, here's how the new pottery skill works. There's a new pottery wheel, and then this is the kiln. So your Sims will like make the pot here, glaze it here, and then fire it real quick in there. You do have to put a chair at this pottery wheel. In The Sims 2, you did not need a chair at the pottery wheel. So that threw me off. And in the first build that I made with the pack, I didn't put any chairs. And then I was like, oh my God, I didn't put chairs and they won't use the things. So I had to go back and add chairs. But you do need chairs with the pottery wheels in The Sims 4. I was thrown off by that, but it just has some kind of cute swatches. So there's like some cute color blocked ones. There's like a dirty version if you wanted to use that. And then this one, the kiln, has some kind of cute matching swatches. I was really excited about the color variants of these. I just think that's so adorable. Let them sit. Well, I agree. It's nice that they need to sit. I just was surprised because they didn't have to sit in the older Sims games. So I was like expecting them to not need to in this one, when in real life you absolutely would sit. Like, it's very normal to have a chair. It's just, I've been playing Sims 2 recently where they don't need a chair. Anyway, that's how the pottery skill works. The other big new skill is the tattooing, and this is the tattoo table. This thing looks a lot like the massage tables from Spa Day, but it's a tattoo table instead. And that's the whole main item you need for tattooing. You can also use the digital sketch pad, like the base game one, to design tattoos. Oh, does the stool work? Hey, that's a really good question. No. I didn't think it would, because the stools are like a different item. This works like a table, like a desk, so it needs to have like a table chair. The stools, the game treats those like lounge chairs, like an armchair, even though it's a tiny stool. Okay, you hope the kiln catches fire? Yeah, it doesn't. At least in my experience, I never had trouble with it catching fire. No, they'll stand up when they're, like, the Sims have to lay down to get tattooed, and the, your tattoo artist will be standing doing it. The type of chairs that click to certain things is a mystery to you. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. But those are the main new skill building items. There's also this, which is like quite literally a skill building item. This is the new Sharing is Caring hobby whiteboard. And to me, this is kind of like the second major gameplay feature of the pack, because it kind of like overhauls how skill building works. So on this whiteboard, your Sims can host lectures and like teach other Sims a skill, or they can host classes. And the lecture is like one interaction. The class is like an event. So you get a whole list of interactions to do and to host, and they'll have to like host a lecture and mentor a Sim and all kinds of things. But you can have Sims come to your business to attend classes and lectures, and you can also go to someone else's business to attend their classes and lectures. So you could like take a pottery class at the pottery studio in town. And when I say any skill, it's any adult skill can be taught on these whiteboards. So you could teach a fishing class. You could lecture about video games. You could lecture about mischief. Any of the skills. I don't know about romance because that's not from this pack or base game, but I assume that all of the other packs' skills will be included. Because why wouldn't they? So I can't tell you, like, you're gonna sit here and ask me about like horse riding, parenting. Bessie, I only got the base game in this pack. However, the whole point of this pack is cross-pack compatibility. So I'm certain that any adult skill will work because all of the base game adult skills work. But you can't teach like a kid's skill. Kids can listen to your lectures, because you know how kids can learn like the piano skill and kids can learn the fishing skill, and they just get like fishing and the mental skill at the same time. So the kids can do that and like go and learn your fishing skill, but you as an adult, because you don't have the mental skill, you can't teach a mental skill class. Does that make sense? But all the adult skills that you can have, you can teach. As long as they have level 5 or above, they can teach a class, which actually isn't even that high. If you have level 5 cooking, you can have a cooking class, and you're like not even maxed yet, you know? So it's pretty attainable. And also like doing the classes as a player, like going to somebody else's class, you build your skills really quick. I made an entire video where I reviewed all the gameplay, and I went a lot more in depth about how the classes work in that video. So you can watch that if you want to see more of the footage right now. And the reason that there's like a square on the ground, if you've ever played with Spa Day, you'd probably know about how the yoga classes work. There's like a area in front of the teacher's yoga mat where your yoga mats have to go. That's because if you host a class, the Sims, like if I wanted to host a pottery class, the Sims are gonna need to be able to do pottery during my class. So I can put some pottery wheels within this area, and then the Sims will be able to do the pottery in this area. It has to be within here to do the class. So if you were hosting a painting class, you need to have some easels in that area. If you want to host a video gaming class, you need to have some computers in that area. And that's just so that the Sims can actually partake in the skill. And no, you can't see this square in live mode. It's just in build mode as like a guide for you. So when you go into live mode and you're just playing, like it disappears. Kind of like how, I don't know, I think like all the ones do that. Like the yoga mat does that too. Yeah, you can put walls within the square. You can do whatever. You could technically, I guess, block it off, I guess. And if I were you and I was hosting classes, like depending on what kind of build you might make a build that has a bunch of different classrooms preset for different skills. You might swap out the skills in your classroom for whatever you're trying to host. I don't know. Yeah, it'll tell you. It's pretty self-explanatory, Ruby. Like if you were to try and host a painting class, you're probably gonna be like, oh, I need an easel for that. But it'll tell you like, oh, you need to have an easel to host a painting class. And when you try and hover over it, it'll be like, you don't have an easel. Why are you trying to have a painting class? And then you'd be like, oh, I need an easel. But it's usually like pretty obvious. And you make good money hosting classes. Like it's a whole feature of the pack. Again, if you have specific gameplay questions, I want to get through all the build stuff first. I made an entire video where I really concisely explained how every aspect of gameplay works in the pack. So you can like skim through it and get to the class section if you want to see it real quick. Because I show actually how it works. I'm not like trying to ignore you and not show you right now. It's just that like, we have to have some level of structure to the stream. Otherwise we're never going to get through it. You know? Well, if you hosted a lecture only class, honey, so a class is not just a lecture. A class is a whole class. If you want to just have a lecture, just do a lecture. A lecture is an interaction. So anybody can lecture anytime. You don't need to have a whole class. Anybody can just lecture. If you want to have a class, the class includes lecturing and mentoring. You can also mentor separately. So it's like the mentoring and the lecturing are their own things, and a class is kind of a way to combine them all. Plus it has you actually doing skill building and stuff. You know? Again, I showed that off in the review video more concisely, so it might help you if you're confused. And I'm not trying to not answer your questions. It's just that like, we gotta look how much build we haven't looked at yet. There's a couple other little things. They gave us a new microphone, a new guitar, and a new piano, a new standing piano. These ones are the same as the base game ones. They're just like new variants of them. I like that it's pink. Yeah, mentoring is a different interaction. Mentoring is even a base game interaction. Lecturing is from the pack. Mentoring has been in the base game. You just used it to be level 10 to do it, and now you can do it level 5 instead. Okay, here's the new guitar. Some cute colors, and here's the new piano. I'm so glad to have a new standing piano, and uh-oh. We have been caught by the ads again. We got caught by the ads. Now we gotta wait. It's okay. Only a minute. You think the next pack will be bands? I don't know. I would love to see bands in The Sims 4. I really liked bands in The Sims 3. I think the fear I have with bands in The Sims 4 is that they wouldn't work how I want them to. As with most things. My main thing with wanting bands in The Sims 4 is just that I want more instruments. It's not so much that I want like a band feature. I would just like to have like a drum set and a drum skill. And I would like to have, I don't know, even like if there was like a harp or just more musical instruments I would like to have in The Sims 4. But this pack obviously doesn't have any new musical instruments. It just has the same base game skills, but a couple new variants of them. You'd love a harp? Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Or like a saxophone? Yeah, there's so many instruments that they could do and that would be so fun to have. A flute? Like, yeah, lots of ideas. Lots and lots of ideas. A recorder, the kids could learn how to play a recorder. Universal experience. It would be fun. Okay, but those are the new instrument things. There's a few items in this pack, because they gave us a lounge. There's a few items in this pack that are like pretty clearly music focused to go in the lounge that they built, including these and some decor that we'll get to. This item is Grammy's Family Recipes. This is like a little kitchen clutter item, but in game you can click on this. There's a whole new family recipe feature. You don't actually need to have this to use it. You can just do it on the fridge or like on the stove. But this thing also you can use for the family recipes. And we'll talk more about that when we actually play gameplay, but there literally is like a way to create a custom family recipe, and you pick like any of the recipes that your sim knows from their cooking skills. So you could make like an apple pie if you have cottage living, I assume. Why did I give a non-base game version? Spaghetti, you could do spaghetti. You pick the recipe, an ingredient like spinach or some sort of like plant your sims can grow, and then they have like special features. So there's like a fertility boost, a homework speed boost, a mood boost, and you unlock them through gameplay. So like if your sim has had a baby, they can have the fertility boost family recipe little feature, and you can make a special family recipe, and then you can teach it to their families. Again, so dumb to explain this right now while we're talking about build mode. And I talked about that more in my YouTube video today if you wanted to go skim through and see what I'm talking about a bit closer up. But this thing is like a decorative recipe book because of that being a whole gameplay feature. That's a whole big part of the pack is the failing recipes. It's kind of fun. There's also some new signage. These 3 are all the same. They have all the same symbols, but this one has color, this one's black, and this one is white. But I can show you all of these. These are also the same ones, the like little logos that you can pick for your Sims business. So if you play with Get Together, you probably have seen the club icons. This is like the equivalent of a club icon, but they're business icons. So you can pick between any of these to be your Sims business logo. And you can kind of tell they've tried to give us a bunch of variety. So if you wanted to make a grocery store, you could do that. If you wanted to have a plant thing, you could do that. If you wanted to have a bakery, you could do that. An arcade. More arcade stuff, cat cafe, regular cafe, some kind of music place, knitting, library, art studio, llama, you know, like they've kind of tried to give you a bunch of options, a gym, a lounge. So we've got a bunch of simple symbols for you to use. And then they have the same symbols in solid black. If you wanted to have like a little bit more of a simple logo, they have like a laundromat one. So you could use any of these if you wanted, same things. And then again, same things, but they come in white too. If you wanted to use any of those. And these also will slot onto all 3 of these new signs. There's one that comes off the wall, one that's on the wall, and then one that's wider. So you could put that on the sign and then use it as the sign for your business. And what I think is kind of cool about this is that like potentially you could have a business that's like, I don't know, it could be an arcade and you can get burgers there, you know, like maybe it's like a arcade food place. So you could do like a multi-sign thing. And I'm guessing, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm guessing that you could probably slot some of the other decals. Like, you know how Cats and Dogs has a bunch of decals? I hope that you can slot those decals onto these signs, and even if you can't, you can alt place them. So you can kind of customize the signage this way, because we've got a couple different options. And then again, this one's just plain. One square. I've been using this one the most. I like that it comes off the wall. But it's kind of a fun thing. So we've got those. We also have this new wall decal. It's kind of like some different graffiti and like different big art pieces for the wall. I started to look at this and then got distracted. This is like an LED sign, and this has loads of different swatches. Same thing, really good as signage for a lot of different kinds of lots. You see? And you could even use this multi-purpose if you wanted to have it like in your kid's bedroom. Some of them are kind of clearly like public spaces, but I don't know, like the wings and the music, like that's cute for like a little kid's space or a teenager's room. So it's just a simple LED sign. We also have, speaking of LEDs, this mirror kind of lights up. It's got the lights around the outside. If you look really close, the rim changes color, but it's a big full-length mirror. I really like this mirror. This simple arch. I'm gonna use this all the time. Just a plain, simple arched mirror. This is what the mirrors in my bathroom look like. And I really like them. Like in real life, I have this. And it's nice. It's so simple and pretty. Easy to use with like any bathroom sink. It'll fit like just above the bathroom sink counters. Wait, look. Come on. Like, look at how perfectly that fits. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, this. I haven't tried sizing this up. You could size these up. They size up fine. That's a good question. The mirrors won't size up. No mirrors size up, but the LED sign does. So good call with that. Okay, so I guess we're on the topic of wall decor. We can look at these. There's a few new curtains. We have them for all the wall heights. These are for tall wall height. It's kind of nice to have some new tall wall height curtains too, but they gave us the panels separately. And they come in these different colors. These are like really fancy, I feel like, but they're nice to have. They do kind of have like movie theater vibes. They sort of match the, where did it go? They kind of match this this couch. Same swatches, but they're really pretty. And I like that they're just big, and you can use them on any window pretty much because of how big they are. So again, Tostilo, we're not going to talk about gameplay yet. I know you have questions about running a grocery store. You can't really run a grocery store. You could just sell food at your business by putting them on like these little stands. If you've ever played with Get to Work, you're probably familiar with how retail works. This pack isn't really about retail so much. And again, I explained businesses in detail in my review video. I can only talk about so many things at once, and I'm streaming, so I'm trying to have some semblance of organization to this stream, so I'm trying to get through all the build stuff first, so that we can get there. There's not a separate rod for the curtains, no, it's just these curtains. So if you put them far apart, but do you see how like it's kind of like a short curtain rod that ends? So you could put them together, but like it kind of looks like it could stand alone. I don't really know how I feel about that. I kind of wish they had given us a little middle rod piece like we have in other packs, but I've grown accustomed to pretending that I don't see it, so it's okay. We also have some little clutter pieces. This one is like a little set of tattoo clutter. You can kind of see that there. We also have this little stack of ceramics. I'm gonna use this a lot in kitchens. It's just a cute little stack of plates and bowls with one mug. And we looked at it earlier, but I'll show it to you again real quick, just because we're talking about it. Oh, and this. But we also have like the little ink bottles that kind of match the tattoo stuff. And then this is like another set of ceramics. It kind of has like some paintbrushes and things in it. So there's that. What else are we talking about? Let's look at the rug. I really like this rug. It's got a few variants. There's a couple more like traditional style swatches. There's some funky modern ones, and there's some plain solid colors. This is like a nice sagey green color. It comes in brown. There's like a bike swatch. There's a fun fish swatch. I know what you're thinking. Fish. There's a blue swatch. It comes in plain black and also like a plain white. I like this one the best. I think that the little dots are cute. It's a fish swatch, okay. But it's a good size too. That's my favorite kind of rug when they're that shape. It's $430, so it's a little expensive, but it's fine. We also have a couple new fireplaces. These are the exact same height as the short wall height. We don't really have anything tall and skinny like this. There's that little teeny one from Eco Lifestyle. But these are like more substantial and more modern. These are really, really nice new fireplaces. I really like having these. It's kind of a cool like thing to put in a corner almost too if you wanted to. I don't know, they just have there's a lot of room to use these in cool ways. So I'm liking those fireplaces a lot. They are kind of expensive, but it makes sense. And it comes in pink. We also have these. These are like some drains that you can put outside. We've got all 3 wall heights. Very simple item, but it's nice to have stuff like this for community lots. Just like some nice simple pipes and stuff to use. There's a couple other things, like these are some nice molding pieces that you could put outside. This will match all the other swatches. Like we were talking about, I guess I got rid of it, but we were talking about the new freeze. This comes in the same colors. This one has some nice metal colors to it. I think that the art, the wall art from this pack is a little bit disappointing. Not because it's bad, but just because there's not that much of it. And they don't really have very many like swatches. This is the new gallery wall. It's very black and gold with like every single color of it. This one has some kind of cool, almost like tattoo designs on it. Unfortunately, these aren't really tattoo designs you can actually use. And this one's got a lot of raccoon motifs because there's a lot of raccoon stuff in the pack. So it's a nice little gallery wall, but I would have liked to have had maybe some more swatches on it. It also looks kind of like it's painted on. Yeah, there's another art collection, which we'll get into once we start looking at Debug, but the art collection is like edited versions of base game art. So it's still, I don't know, but we'll talk about that once we get into the Debug. There's also this one. I really like all of this stuff. There's like 3 different swatch variants of this. So if you wanted to like tile them together, you could. And I think that's kind of cool. It does look really fun like that. Nice for building some sort of lounge bar type of area. There's also some cool black and white swatches like this, if you wanted to use those for a cool bar or lounge type of area. And then these ones are a little bit more funky and colorful too. So it does work well. We have there's a lot of musical art in the game. The base game has loads of stuff like that. So on one hand, I'm like, oh, that's good because it matches a lot of the base game stuff. On the other hand, I'm like, well, everything we get's like music related. They're really pretty though. Like, don't get me wrong. I really, really like these. I think especially the black and white ones, there's something about those that I just really love. But I would like to have more artwork in this pack. I think it's kind of, just those two pieces is not very much. There is a wall decor item. This thing. This is pretty cool as well. This is a framed sax. And that's like pretty awesome. I like how it's 3D coming off the wall like that. So we have that too. Okay, so we have a bunch of new dividers as well. This one is like a freestanding room divider. I really like the texture of this. Comes in some nice wood colors too. I think I'll use this a lot. This is so pretty. Like, I would buy this in real life. My bar stools in my kitchen look almost exactly like this. Like, the back of my kitchen bar stools is kind of this texture and they're that wood color. So this, like, I don't know, it reminds me of my real life house with what they look like. We also have some new, like, more wooden, tall wall dividers. These are like full wall height. So we have short, medium, and tall. They come in the same wood colors, but you could use it to kind of divide a space this way. There's also a big glass one. Talk about big glass one though. It's only tall wall height. It's like actually massive. But if you wanted to use it, I guess you could. It does size down, so you could put it smaller. Does this fit on medium wall height? Yeah, so if you size it down, it's usable, but it comes only really big. It's like really, really big by default. Look at how huge that is. It's also it's 4 tiles wide. Anyway. Okay, these couple of items, these have some gameplay tied to them. Not really, but a little bit. These are like open and close signs for your business. And so when you click on it, you can choose to open and close your business. You can also do it from the little business menu, but it'll like switch. So it'll be green if your business is open and like red when it's closed. Or like the eyes are closed, you know, so they sort of change a little bit when your business is open. So it's just like a little sign. I like that this one hangs on the wall. I like how it's kind of small. But see, there's no currently open small business when you hover over it. There is also this, I guess this little sign. This is one of those things that's meant to work with the new fixer-upper style build. So it's like a fixer-upper caution-y style sign. Yeah, you can hang it on a door. I've been hanging this mostly on windows. I guess if you put it on a door, I'm not sure if they can walk through it, but most of the time they can. We can test that later. Because when you put up like, I don't know, the bathrobes and the wreaths, they can walk through them on doors. I've been putting it on the window next to a door, typically. Okay, this thing is a new freestanding umbrella. I was pretty excited about this because if you wanted to, you can make like your own umbrella tables this way. Where are my tables? You could kind of put that in the middle of your own table, or you could just put it somewhere. Like, because it's just on its own and it comes in some nice simple colors, you could use this anywhere. And I'm really, really glad about that. That's a nice item. What else do we have? Oh, there's a couple like funky art pieces as well, because there's an art museum in this world. So we have this kind of funky freezer bunny art piece. This thing is another like umbrella item. I'll put it outside though, because it's weird clipping inside. Kind of a cute curtained pergola sort of thing. What is it called? Fitter's Top. Perfect pergola for you to get under and appreciate its fluffy material, but it's got pretty fairy lights in there. That in your backyard would be so cute. Very, very cute. There also is a new raccoon stuffy. It's called Benjamin, like Benjamin, but bin, because it's a raccoon, like trash. So it says the folks at Kindermaid were out of ideas. They brainstormed, researched, and designed, but couldn't overcome the creative block. That was until they left the office, haggard at 2 a.m., and found him, pulling scraps from the garbage can, presenting Benjamin. And it's just a cute little raccoon plushie. I kind of like him. He's pretty cute. I'm trying to save the lights for last, because they're one of my favorite things. So I'm not ignoring them, I promise. We'll come back. I want to show you some of these little things next. This is the bookshelf. There's 3 variants of this bookshelf. You guys, I am obsessed with this. You could make a bookstore, you could make a library, you could just put it in your house, but they gave us all these variants so it doesn't look like it's repeating itself. Oh my god. And they're only 260 simoleons. So they're cheap. You put 3 of these for the price of 1 base game bookshelf. These are so nice. And they've got extra color variants. This is like my new favorite bookshelf in the entire game. Like, this is like a staple item for me from now on. I'm gonna use this so often. I love this. It really is good. We also have a new wall mailbox. It's just a simple mailbox to put outside. Look at that. But it's a nice little simple mailbox. There's a new outdoor trash can. Yesterday, I was joking on stream about how I watched Miv rant about trash cans for like 20 minutes. I was watching Miv's shell build stream, and she was going on and on and on about how she hates the base game trash cans. There's no recycling can that like looks like it's for recycling. And in my head, I was like, yeah, it's kind of wild. There's no green trash cans. Like, can you believe that? But this one, we got some more options. This one comes in some more colors. Here where I live, the recycling is blue. But we have like a bright blue trash can. It comes in brown, it comes in black. It comes in like some like beat up swatches too. So it's nice to have. It's just a simple outdoor trash can. It's called the Meal for Raccoons trash bin. These items are interesting. These are the ticket kiosks. So this is what your Sims will pay on when they come into your business. If you're charging an entrance fee, the Sims will have to come in here and like tap to pay. They literally use their phone to tap to pay when they come in if you're charging an entrance fee. So there's 2 different versions. There's like kind of a fancy modern one and then a bit more of a plain one. This one even has like some more beat up swatches. It comes in wood, so you got options. But it's a nice simple item. I don't know if they break in the rain because I've only played with base game and not with seasons. You can put it inside though. Like you could put it right next to the front door inside. You could put it outside. They just won't, the way that it works is they won't use any of the objects on your lot until they've paid. And like if you were to go somewhere that you have to pay to get into, like you have to pay to go into the tattoo studio, the one that's like there by default in game. So if you go there and you try and click on the tattoo bench, it'll be like, no, you have to pay first. And then you click on the thingy and you press pay, and then you can go over and like click on other stuff inside of the building. So you can still put it inside. They'll still come inside. But yeah, that's how it works. And then we've got a couple of new dressers. I really like these. We can put it next to this. We were looking at that earlier. It's just a nice, simple, tall, skinny wardrobe. I was so excited about this. I feel like you always need something like this. Just a nice, simple, plain wooden wardrobe. It is kind of expensive. It's $800, but so usable. And then this one has some funky pattern swatches, but it also has some solid wood colors. Look at how cute that is. Are you kidding? I love that. I love the patterns on it. So I'm probably gonna use that a lot in like kids' rooms and stuff. It's just really nice. So new favorite wardrobes for sure out of everything. We do have a new laptop as well. This is the new Startup Vision Pro laptop. It's $2,800, so it's kind of expensive in terms of computers, but it's got some nice cute colors to it and stuff. It's always nice to have more of these things. Comes in pink. The thing that I really want to show you like the most, I have to put a counter down so I can show you. I just heard a cat, I think. Kitten? Oh no. I imagined it. There's no kittens. Sorry, everybody. You got your hopes up. Snap's not even in here. She sits here on my streams all day, every day. The one day I'm doing this big deal stream, she's not even hanging out. Kind of messed up. Okay, everyone. This is the move away watermark. This is the Kate and Barry Sweet Treats Fabricator 3000. If you, like me, are a fan of The Sims 3, you know about Katy Perry Sweet Treats. It says, sweeten your everyday life and craft perfect candies with the Sweet Treats Fabricator 3000. From simple sugar to colorful confectionery masterpieces, this machine can craft lollipops, jelly beans, and even cotton candy all in one. So this is like, it's not a new skill. It uses the cooking skill. It's kind of like with Home Chef Hustle, the waffle maker, how you get a bunch of new recipes on the small appliance. It's a small appliance, and you have a bunch of candy recipes that you can cook with it. So if your Sims click on it, they can make a bunch of lollipops and stuff, and then you have more if you have a higher cooking skill. I like that it's 300 simoleons and it's the 3000 because it's like referencing The Sims 3. I don't know. I love this. I love the reference. I love having new appliances. Like, I really, really like this as a part of the pack. Calling it Kate and Barry is just so funny. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Abby. There is no new death or no new woohoo spot in this pack. I was pretty sad about that too. I was disappointed in that. I guess maybe I had my hopes up really high because of the past couple of packs that had so many woohoo and death spots, but this one has none. There was definitely room for it, but there actually is not a new death type. No, I even talked about, I had a bunch of ideas for it. Like, they could have made maybe poisonous candy, maybe like a sugar rush thing, maybe you choke on a jelly bean. Explaining this to you out loud without showing you right now is gonna sound so absurd, but if your Sims have the mischief skill, they can craft shocked candy. And shocked candy, I was like, oh my gosh, cute, like sour candy. No. If you craft shocked candy, their eyes start glowing blue, their voice gets really high pitched, and then they can summon lightning strikes. It's like very Violet Sorrengail, like they stand there and like summon a lightning strike and it just randomly strikes somewhere outside. And they can do it for the next like 6 hours after they eat it. But yeah, that's the shocked candy feature. So I don't know. At the very least, couldn't that be somewhat dangerous? But there's no chance of dying from that either. It's just like for fun, I guess. I do like it though. It was kind of exciting. I showed that in my YouTube video as well. If you wanted to like go skim through it, it's pretty obvious because it's a lightning strike. But we'll finish getting to the rest of the build mode first. I want to see if I missed anything at the bottom down here. Obviously the lights we haven't talked about, but is that everything else? Yeah, just lights. Okay. So there are a bunch of new lamps. We have some new standing lamps, obviously. These are the new big lamps. This one's kind of like a ring light that's meant to go with the tattooing. So we have this cute new ring light with some fun bright colors, very vibrant. I think I'm gonna use that when I build my office from now on. I don't have ring lights, but I could totally put that like as my fake desk setup. So we do have that now. We have this new lamp, and this one also has some really fun colors and some cute patterns. So they have that same cute floral pattern on this, plus like a plain white. And this one's a little bit more simple. It's just like plain metal colors. I very much enjoy that one. I'm gonna do the fairy lights absolute last. I'm sorry. There's a couple small lamps too. These are like little table lamps that we have. This one's kind of plain and simple. Just goes on a table like that. There's this one, a little bit fancier. Has some cute wood accents. There are some ceiling lamps that we have. This one is only short wall height, but there's also this that has a couple different wall heights to it. And they have all the same metal colors too. It's always nice to have new cute pendant lights like this, you know? You can't really go wrong with them. And it's nice that it comes in things like pink. We also have a really nice new chandelier. I was not anticipating getting a chandelier like this from a pack like this, but how fun that it comes in like a fun pink color. Could you imagine if you were maybe trying to make like a, I don't know, like a really fancy art gallery, but you're like color drenching it all pink? Wouldn't that be cool? Or it's like so Barbie. Yeah, this is like super not so berry coated also with the blue. I don't know. Everything comes in mint these days in The Sims 4. They're really feeding us with the mint swatches. And then with the fairy lights, we have a bunch of different variants of fairy lights. Oh, we missed some plants too. I'll have to go back through because some of the things were marked as like already opened. But anyway, we have some ceiling fairy lights that you can hang up, plus a ton of different wall pieces of lights. So there's this one, and then there's like every angle and curve that you could possibly imagine of lights that you could hang on your wall. The idea here being that you could like custom design some sort of like cool wall thing with the lights. So they've given us a lot of options, and you can kind of connect them however you see fit to like really custom design something. And I think that is so cool. So you could like send it all the way across. There's not a straight diagonal. They're all either a little bit curved or straight horizontal and straight vertical. But they've given us a lot of different curves at least. I haven't tried scaling them. That's a good question. I guess it gets pretty big when you scale it up, but it's not bad. And they have some cutesy like pastel colors too. I would be careful with scaling down because it's kind of annoying. They won't slot together as well. More alt placing that way, but if you want to be custom with it, you can do that. We also have some cute wall lights like these. There's like an outdoor lantern, one for inside, and then kind of a fancy modern one here. So we've got these ones, same color scheme on most of them. This one's like more of an outdoor metal thing. And then this one looks like an eyeball to me. Oh, this could maybe work in a pool. I would probably size it down for a pool, but yeah, it could maybe work in a pool. I like the idea of these on your bedside tables, like above the nightstands. Great Gatsby wall light, oh my god. I can see that too. Okay, we missed a couple plants because they got marked as opened, even though I hadn't. We'll come over here with them. We looked at this one when we were outside, but this is the new hanging plant. I'm obsessed with this. It's weird that they changed all the leaf colors and not the vase color, but I still like it. It's also really big, and it sizes down nicely too if you wanted to make it smaller. But I love that. I love that item. Probably gonna use that a lot. This new plant, obsessed. Such a pretty little leafy plant. We also have this super giant plant. This is kind of a fun like statement piece almost. And then this is kind of like a divider. So we have a new divider that's got a wood base, but some plants up top. So those are super nice. This is the new bike. I like that it has a basket and it comes in some kind of cute little swatches. Very simple. There's also a picnic basket. This works like the coolers. If you've got outdoor retreat and you've seen those little coolers, this is basically a cooler. But it's just designed to look like a picnic basket. It's really big, but your Sims can sit on it. Oh, the footprint of this. It's only a tile, Christine, so you can scoot it back into a wall. Yeah, this is like a stool and a big picnic basket. This is one of those like stands that you can sell stuff on. If you've ever played, I mean, loads of packs have them. Eco Lifestyle has them. There's ones from Home Chef Hustle that, well, not really. The Crystal Creations pack has one kind of like this. It's the same, just a sales table. We also have a few of these. These are like all the new stands, the like stalls that they have in town. They actually have a couple of extra townies that are made but like not in a house that sell these things. So you'll see the same person there from time to time, but there's like a coffee one, a candy one, a bakery, and then like a Pots sort of place. We also have a new swing set for outside. Comes in all those same wood colors, kind of like this. I want to look and see if I missed anything else. I don't think so. I think the swing set was the last thing. Yeah, so that's all of the regular build mode. It's a really solid pack for build mode. I think if I had to pick anything that feels lacking, it would probably be the art, the wall art. And maybe I wish I had a kitchen set, but I understand why we don't. I want to look at the debug real quick. We'll just go through some of the debug stuff while we're here, and then we'll look at the world. Because it's nice to look in the debug section. That's where we can see some of the extra art. Actually, I should build a wall. So we will have some things to put back there. Okay, again. So some of this, obviously, we're not gonna be using, like these big shell buildings, but I'll point out the stuff that is more usable. They have like a few of these signs that go in town. These are gameplay focused, but I guess you could easily use those on your lot if you wanted to. There's some things like, I probably wouldn't use this on my lot either. Lots of big shell stuff. Yeah, we went through cast in the beginning of the stream, Layla. If you wanted to go back, you can watch the stream back from the beginning immediately. And I'm gonna post this stream on YouTube as fast as possible. I'm gonna try and get it up like maybe tonight, maybe early tomorrow morning. It depends how long it takes for it to get up. But I'll post it as quickly as I can. See, some of this is like weird vibes, but we've got this new little fence. That's super workable from Debug. We have some new Debug lights if you wanted to use those. I was pretty excited about this new string of fairy lights in Debug. It's the same as the toddler one, but it's strung a little bit. There's more lights on it. So you could use that. We got these little guys, this thing, more outdoor lights. There's like a traffic light. Debug is great for this kind of thing. There's a ferry, because the ferry actually goes by in the water. So we have a ferry now. This is like a little Debug awning if you wanted to use that. This one is, do they have this in Get to Work, or Get Together, I mean? It's kind of like that, but in Debug. Oh, not ferry. Yeah, guys, hold on. Ferries confirmed. They heard that we asked for fairies, and they just misunderstood. They gave us the wrong kind, which is pretty sad. They got confused. They said, I thought you wanted fairies, and we would be like, yeah, not the water kind. That's really funny. Honest mistake. Okay, there are ads playing, so we have to wait for them to stop, and then we can talk again. The people in ads are gonna be like, wait, she said fairies! They're gonna be really sad to learn that there's no fairies. Well, there is fairies, just not the kind they're hoping for. Yeah, no, but there's like a boat will go through the water. Not a ferry that flies or anything like that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, you can see the mermaid statue over here. There's a bunch of cool artwork and statues in the town. This is in Debug as well, so we'll get to that. But oh yeah, and look over this way. That's like where the little market is. We'll talk about the world next. We'll go through the world as our next big thing after we get through Debug. And I won't spend too much time in Debug. Some of this we have in the base game Debug as well. So it's like fine. Like this little trash can base game Debug. We got some interesting signs. I think this is in base game Debug too, but you could use that as a sign for your business if you wanted to. So it's nice to have that kind of thing. There's like little parking meters, more little signage. It's just good stuff to have for building community lots. This one is, this is from Get to Work, but they brought it to the Debug of this pack. That's also nice to use for your business. We have some more little Debug fence pieces. I'm pretty sure these are in the base game, but we have them again here. There's some taller ones. This is also base game Debug, but we got it again here. More things that are in base game Debug, again, replaced. This is kind of a nice sign that you can use. I think this might have been originally in City Living. But they pulled that for us here. Yeah, and you're gonna see a lot of car-related stuff. You guys, I wouldn't get excited. They just have cars in the environment, but all the worlds do these days, so they're just taunting us. It's not like they're not giving us cars, it's just environment stuff. We have some more little Debug signs like that. This is kind of a cute little arch. Trash. The landscaping matters a lot to me, so we can look at that next. There's like little florals. A lot of these things you'll have seen before, you know, in other packs debug, but this is kind of like these trees. They're the same as the cottage living debug trees, but they're a darker color. So those are kind of nice. Slightly different variant, like just a new swatch of some ones that we had before. There's like a little floral tree. This one's kind of big and funky. We got this little tree. This one, I don't know if I like her. Oh, this is nice. This is like some nice little pond type stuff. That one looks weird. I've been using this a lot in my builds. These little low-lying grasses. I've been putting those down all the time. This is mostly just shell stuff, like big shells of buildings. So probably not things we'll use too much. There is like a little debug gazebo and this nice debug fountain. I was using that a lot. We have kind of like a bus stop almost looking thing over here. This is a cute debug item. It's just like a little shelf with some flowers on it. That'll be cute for putting in starter homes because you can save some money that way. These are nice too because these are meant to go along the canals, but if you're building a pool, this could be kind of cute to put by your Sims pool. There's also like some big old castle tower pieces, kind of like ruins if you wanted to use those. We have that mermaid statue. There's some more kind of fun art pieces. There's trains. The big one that I think is my favorite part of Debug are these new bike racks. When I saw this, I like actually screamed. When I was going through Debug on my own, like when I first got the pack, I was like, this is so good. But there's a couple swatches. So we even have like extra colors of them. And then this one is a solo item. So you can kind of add to it on your own. And then there's one that has nothing on it if you wanted to make your own custom bike rack. This is like miraculous for community lots. I know if I had this for when the Amsterdam build that I did, it would have been really nice. But you can make your own and then you could like put a real bike there in the open space because there is one functional bike in game. It's the same as this bike in game, but these are decorative. These Debug ones are just decorative. But that's a super nice item. And then you could like combine them, make a big long bike rack. Oh, I was so happy about that. That's my favorite part of Debug for sure. We have more trees, again. These are like similar to base game ones, just recolored. There's some more artwork, like these big statues. Let me get rid of some of these fences. More stuff for the mermaid statue. More stuff like that, more trees, more giant trees. This looks like just a stone bench to me. More big statue related art. That looks like a flagpole. Oh, these are good. These are like little signs. These would be nice for you to use for your business as well. And then these things. Super cute. Stuff for the docks. Some of this we have in other pack Debug. Ooh, that chain looks really bad. Yikes. This one's got some nice signage on it. There's a tree cage from this. We have one of those in the base game Debug, but it's easier to find this one. There's a Debug version of the new tree. Oh, here's the flagpole with a flag. More little mailbox stuff. This thing's in the base game, but now we have a Debug version. That's kind of like maybe a drain or something. I don't know. Bushes. There's a Debug security camera. I forgot about that. Is that a Sim Swedish flag? Do you think it is? Maybe. I wonder if they do that kind of thing on purpose. Or if it's just like a... It looks like it could be. Oh, they have the... This is the chimney. They have a Debug version of the chimney too. And of the awning, so you can save money that way. More Debug lights. These are all the same as the base game Debug cars. They've brought the base game Debug cars forward. So those aren't really new, but easier to find, I guess. This is just a Debug table and chair, Debug umbrella. So a lot of the build stuff that we have is brought here. This is that Sim Sessions sign. They brought that. More statues, more fairy lights. This is kind of a fun fairy light item because it's like strung cuter. So that could be a fun one to put in between some buildings or like maybe in some trees. Some of these are like wild. A lot of this is really giant, these things we're getting into now. This is like some sets of like balconies and stuff, but you could probably do something cool with that if you wanted to. They're just all attached because they're like meant to go around a shell. We do also have some new big rocks, and these are always kind of cool for like doing terrain manipulation and covering it up. So we have some new variants there. People that are really good at The Sims and really good at building will get a lot of use out of these. So they've got a bunch of different variants. Oh, here's the free bike voucher you get from finishing the collection. They have some new potions, I guess. And that's everything. So that is all of the build stuff. I want to go through now and show you the world a little bit. Because then you'll have like fully seen everything, you know? Okay. Shall we start with townies, or do you want to start? Those aren't new potions. They're the base game potions, like the confident potion and stuff. But they're in the debug from this pack for some reason. Let's get into the world. Oh, are there pre-made rooms? Yeah, there would be pre-made rooms. I actually haven't looked at them. Hold on. Sorry, we'll get there in a second. Those things aren't new either. Yeah, I like to see the pre-made rooms because I like to see how they're using stuff. It's kind of fun to see like how they envision stuff being put together, you know? Kind of gives you a new appreciation for the swatches when you see how people use them. Cool. Very vibrant. This one's got some setup for tattooing. And this is nice because they have like the sketch pad and everything. I personally don't ever use the styled rooms, like at all. I am not one to use the styled rooms, really. Look at how these look. They've kind of strung up the fairy lights custom like that. That's nice. But it is nice to see the styled rooms that they make, just because you can see it a bit better. Oh, they did this cool. This is just the concrete. They when you press Control F, you get a little quarter tile piece. They made a custom floor over there. So this is like a shop. They've kind of set up a shop in this area. This is a cool way to use this. I like this layout. I like that a lot, actually. That's really nice. Oh, it's gone. Come back. I want to see the other colors. Whoa. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at this custom floor they did. I'm so glad they did this because they are gonna like amaze some Sims players that don't know how to do that. They're gonna like open their eyes to some really cool new things that you can do. Yeah, write that down, right? Okay, that's really nice. And then we also have this Vintage Vision Pottery Studio. That's kind of cute. I like the clutter they've put on this. And the lump of clay. I think that builds the pottery skill now. We also have that version. Oh my god, look at how different those look with the different colors. That's amazing. And things like the aprons work well in there. Yeah, so those are nice. And then this is the last one. This is Candy Daydream. Oh my god. They managed to put the cupcake machine in one. That's nice. I'm glad they were able to fit one. Kind of incredible, to be honest. Oh, and there's like a plain version too that isn't super chaotic. Yeah, see, you can see this thing at work. It does work and look nice as a food stand. I just don't want it to be the only one. I'm mad that they have the other one locked behind the early purchase, but it's not like it's a bad one. I just want more, you know? Okay, that's very impressive. So those are all the styled rooms. Let's go look at the actual world then. I am ready. Okay, so we said townies first, right? I guess we can start there. I'll start by showing you the ones that aren't in the worlds because we won't go like into cast with them. You know her. But they've given us a couple of extra Sims. I don't know if this is one of them or if the game just generated that one. At the very least, these 3 are new townies that are not in the world, but they're like in the world, you know? So this is the Hoffman family. For generations, the Hoffman's candy stall was a staple for all kids in Nordhofen. Yet with his wife's passing and all of his children long moved out, everyone thought that even the tireless Bruno would end up selling his business and retire. What Bruno certainly didn't expect was his grandson Felix, of all people, to volunteer to take up the family's candy-making legacy. Life is looking up for this unlikely duo as long as they manage to steer clear of any more feuds with the Lodens. No, Darlena, I did not say fairies confirmed. We were making a joke about how there's fairies, like Ferry, like the boat, in the world. Fairies like a boat. Fairies, not fairies like the occult type. Not the occult type. Okay, we also have this sim. This is Corey. Corey goes with the flow, loving each day as it comes, serving drinks from behind the counter. He watches as people flirt and new passions bloom. He wonders if one day he too might find somebody to love. I am afraid that I am kind of obsessed. Like, you know how everybody, the Sims community is gonna love this guy. Like this, they're gonna be obsessed with him. I can just tell this is the Kyle Kyleson of this pack. Like, the people are gonna be so into this, you know? They are gonna love him. And this one, this is Zane. It finally happened. Armed with a guitar and rose-tinted optimism, Zane found the courage to leave their family home and pursue their true passion, singing. Sure, most people don't make it far in the music industry, but what's the point if you don't even try? Zane is ready to grab life by the horns. So we have a couple of like cute bonus townies in the world, and then there's also 4 new households in game. So we can start over here. This is like the more, like, I guess more modernized part of town. This neighborhood used to be the industrial district, and now they've been like converting those factories into homes. So there's like some kind of cool converted factory style houses over here, the tattoo businesses over here. There's also an old abandoned building that you can renovate. So we'll look at that in a minute, but I want to start with the Sims first. This one I guess is important to start with because these people they own a pottery studio. For decades, the beautifully fired ceramics of the Koopman family have been a staple in town, but when Gert took over the family shop in his youth, he wasn't confident he could run it all on his own. That is until he met Yolanda. It was love at first glaze. Isn't that cute? And so they're like running the business together. They had a teenage daughter who moved out. They're not seeing as eye to eye as they used to. There's some drama. I'll show you the Sims in cast real quick. I love the love at first glaze. But this is Gert. We can look at his outfits. So cute. And then this is his wife. She has the master mentor aspiration. I really like her. Look at her pretty outfit. I just love it. So they run the pottery business, and maybe I'll go in there first. We can go look at their house. We'll do it one at a time. They're elders, I think. Should have checked that, right? Yeah, they're elders. But look at what their business looks like. Very cool. So the downstairs is their shop. They have like a store section over here. Oh yeah, look. So you can disable sales on this if you wanted to. But you have to do it for the whole surface. So you can come in here and you can buy these pots from them. These are all like from build mode, but like this half is a store. Oh, look, they've got clay for sale. They have a bathroom downstairs. And then in here, if you wanted to, you could come as another sim and like take pottery classes in here. So they've got the kilns, they have these. And then upstairs, this is their house. So they have like their whole kitchen, their living room. They've got a couple bedrooms for their daughter who has moved out and doesn't actually exist in the save. And they've got a bathroom and stuff upstairs. But it's kind of cute. If you look at their family tree, yeah, you can actually see their daughter. So they have any special, like, Oh. Awkward. They said in the description that like things are a little bit rocky. Things are a little bit rocky. Oh boy. That's drama. That's worse than I thought it was gonna be. I kind of love that though. Spouse and awkward is hilarious. Okay, but that's their business. So they live over here on this part of town, kind of by the canals. You love the lore? I know, I like it too. It's fun. I like it when there's drama in a Sims household. I guess this is their next door neighbor, kind of. This is the urbane house sharers. So when Cannonball moved to town, he made his first coin performing at the Rogue Note, which is this lounge in town. Locals loved his music. He then set his sights on buying the venue and fulfilling the old dream of running his own jazz lounge, but he was still a few coins short. And a new opportunity came around when Cannonball met Crispin, who in his youth had spent a little too much on postmodern art sculptures, but was now looking to save some simoleons for his adoptive kid, Ollie. Before long, they all moved in together and have been splitting bills ever since. And it says, now yes, Crispin can sometimes be too pompous, and sure, Cannonball can't afford the lounge quite just yet, but our dreamer really found his groove in this new city, and it's kind of cute. I know, lots of herbs references, lots of herbs references. Let's go into cast with these ones so we can see them. But this is Cannonball. I'm kind of obsessed with this sim, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I should have shown you when I was in the other household their skills. I didn't, but that's okay. This is Crispin. Move the watermark, thank you. Why, it has to go and like block the face. As soon as you're trying to show something important, the watermark goes right there. Like the second you get there, it's like, hee hee, I'm gonna go stand right where you're trying to look. This is the sim. Kind of cool looking. And then this is Ollie, who is Crispin's son. I'm obsessed with the vibrant eyeliner. That's why when I made my sim, who I showed you in the beginning of stream, I did the bright eyeliner because of Ollie. I loved them. I thought it was so cool. Well, Jupiter, the reason that I said son is because the description said son. I know that Ollie uses they, them pronouns, but the description, like the lore that is written about Ollie said son. Like I just read it out loud. So I don't know. But it is cool that Ollie uses they, them pronouns. I probably better to use they, them, obviously, because it says, and like to say child instead of son, but they did say son in the description. But I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings or anything. I just read it out loud. I just read what they said. Anyway, this is what Ollie's outfits look like. I really like this. Oh, I didn't notice this. Oh my God, the tattoos, those are custom. I actually hadn't seen those yet. I hadn't looked at that. Oh, that's really cool. All drawn on. Those are really fun. I really like those. Okay, well anyway, that's this household. I wanted to go into their actual house so I can show you them real quick. So we can see it, because this house is really cool. Which lot? I hate when you load into their house and you can't tell if they're in the right lot or not. I don't want to have two loading screens. Oh, we are on the right lot. Okay. But they kind of have like renovated factory energy going on in this house, and it's got this super cool rooftop. I don't know, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. I love how this house looks. I like the like open downstairs with the polished concrete, and the kitchen looks so cool, and we got the bike inside. Like the builds are just so good on this pack. So the whole storyline here is that they don't have enough money yet to buy the lounge that they want. Oh, and look at this room. Amazing. This bedroom too. So Cannonball has the powerful performer skill perk. It says Cannonball's a talented performer no matter the skill. He builds relationships with his audience and makes spectators' negative emotions melt away. Crispin doesn't have any skill perks, but they do have some skills, all the Sims in the household. So we've got some nice bonus skills, which is kind of fun to start off with. Okay, let's go on to, and I guess, oh, well, look at this. Crispin's in the artist career. And then we got Cannonball in the musician career. And obviously, Ollie's a student, so. Ollie has a lot of skills for a teen. They don't always give a lot of skills to teenagers in The Sims. That's nice to see. Okay, manage worlds. I might load back real quick just because I wanted to show you the skill perks on these two Sims. I want you to see this because this one, she has the final touch skill perk, so she can increase the quality of objects with just one touch. And Gert has the creative aura skill perk, so he can channel his aura, and that helps nearby Sims gain creative skills faster. So look at this. He can like channel it. And then people who are nearby for the next 6 hours will gain creative skills quicker. So there's a lot of different perks. And then it's nice to know which ones the townies have, because if you befriend them, you could ask them to bestow their perks upon you. So if you get to know them well enough, you can't just like ask a random, but if you know them, you could ask them to give you the perk, which is helpful because they're kind of hard to get naturally. Like it takes a long time. So being bestowed them is a useful feature. It'll be nice for legacies too. Yeah. This is the tattoo parlor in town. I really like these Sims. I might open the menu this way because it's a bit easier to read in the middle. But this is like a single mom and she runs the tattoo business. After years of apprenticeship with a pair of underground tattoo artists, Naya moved back to Nordhaven to pursue the dream of opening her own tattoo studio in the city where she grew up. But on top of the new set of skills and business ambition, she also came back with a child. So our daughter's like thrilled to live here, loves studying. What's more challenging, being a single parent or starting our own business? And the overalls with like the neon is so cute. The business that she runs is called Spilled Neon, which I'm kind of obsessed with. And this Sim has loads of tattoos by default too. Like some really cool tattoos as well. But here are her outfits. I really like the bright yellow. I just think it's so fun, and like the matching earrings and stuff. This, you guys, like she is so cool. This Sim is so cool. I really like her. I like how vibrant all the outfits are. It's just so fun. And then this is her daughter, who's wearing a lot of the other new cast from the pack, like the new t-shirt and stuff. I really like them. It's really cute. Okay, let's go look at their house. I'm trying to like be fast, but I'm not being fast, I know. To Spilled Neon. So if you wanted to, with your Sims, you could come here and get a tattoo. Like, your Sims could show up and like check in at this, and then get tattooed here, which is kind of fun. But this lot looks so cool. The pre-made builds in this world are awesome. I like fully can't get over this. I don't know, with like all the different height to it and this cool like neon light thing going on with the staircase outside. Yeah, they had Simmers build them. If you're looking for it, not to keep directing traffic to my own YouTube video, it's kind of cringe, but I did link everybody's content in my YouTube description, and I said like who built which one in the description because I wanted it to be easily referenced if you wanted to like go back and look, but I did put it there if you wanted to see. But they had 4 creators work on the builds for this pack. Anyway, so cool. Look at this like really cool skylight they built with custom roofing. Okay, anyway, inside, you come in here, you can actually get tattooed right here, or if you play with the Sim, you could do the tattoos here. There's like kind of an office, like for designing and stuff over here. There's really cool lighting happening. The bathroom's over on this side. And then upstairs, this is where they live, like the apartment setup. I like how there's kind of a playroom over here. And we've got this big kitchen. There's a bathroom in this section. And I like how there's little toys for the kid too. Upstairs again, there's kind of like a fun lofted space for the mom. I really like this with the spandrels. And then on the top floor is the kids' bedroom and this whole cool rooftop area. I mean, are you kidding me? . Yeah, it's really nice. I wanted to show you, I don't think, yeah, she doesn't have any skill mastery perks, but she does have a pretty high tattooing skill and stuff. And the kid even has skills too. Oh my God, one of the builders is here! Irene, congratulations. You did some amazing builds for the pack. You are like, seriously, you should be so proud of yourself. All the builds in this pack like knocked it out of the park. I am so beyond impressed by the builds in this pack. Like, amazed. So you should be really proud of yourself. I know it's like really scary, not to make this about me, but when I did the builds for like growing together, I was terrified when people first started seeing them, because it's like nerve-wracking to have your work be like featured in this grand of a way, you know? But you did seriously such an amazing job. Like, starstruck by you, truly. You are so talented. You should be so proud. Okay, let's go on to the next lot. The last lot in this part of town doesn't have any Sims living on it. There's two empty ones. There's a 20 by 20 and also a 50 by 40 that are empty. And then this one is like a small business venue that nobody owns that you could buy. And this is like the fixer-upper lot. You guys, this is my favorite thing. I cannot believe they made one of these actually in the game. I cannot wait to try to renovate this. Like this, I haven't done it yet. I wanted to do it on stream, so I was holding off, but I can't wait to try and turn this into a build. This is like my thing. This is how I started out on YouTube. You know, like I love building stuff like this. I love renovating stuff like this. It's like a true, well and true fixer-upper in the game. So I'm really excited about it. It's a really interesting build too. Like you can see the sort of shell for it. And then they've got like in the back, it's set up so that if you wanted to use it as like a park, it's got a lot of things like playground equipment and stuff out here. There's even bathrooms here and stuff, but I don't know. I just love the story of trying to turn this into something. It's so fun. And you can make this into anything. You can make it into a museum. You can make it into a store. You can make it into a bar. It could be a school. Like you could just do anything. Yeah, and this is one of the builds that Larry in the chat who built this one, one of the two. So it's really fun to see. I'm glad you're here for this. It's just so good. It's so good. Oh, I'm so glad they made this. I'm really impressed with the shape too. You know, I'm kind of bad at modern builds, so I'm like, wow, this is a good shell for me to start with. Oh, and there's ads playing. Boo, boo. I was out of snoozes though. I keep snoozing them. I have been all day. We'll wait. We can just stare at this in the meantime. I love the terrain manipulation on this too. I don't know what I'll make it into yet, flying suits. I'll probably do it a couple times. Because I could see myself building, like, I don't know, I kind of want to make like a kids focused lot. I've already built a daycare. I talked about that in my review video too. I already built a daycare, but I would like to make maybe like a kids area. We could have like playground stuff in the back. I want to make sort of like I don't want to call it a rec center because we have those in a different pack, but I want to make like a place that's full of classes, like a place where you could take multiple different classes that's like preset for loads of different kinds, because that would be kind of fun. So almost like a school, but also kind of a community center type of space, like an adult learning center kind of thing. But I think of it more like a community center, I guess. I would like to build something like that. So this could be kind of a fun thing to renovate into that. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to have a few things like that for my Sims to play with. Yeah, almost like community college vibes. But I don't want to call it that because I would rather use more packs for that if I'm going to make it an actual community college, you know? I would do this with just the base game and the new pack because we don't have any other packs right now. I can't wait to have other packs to start like mixing and matching them with the other ones. Like I want to have, yeah, like a classes building for university. Exactly. Like if we could have a big building and have loads of space for different kinds of classes and put it in the uni world, and then have all of that room to host classes and take classes in, like that is my dream. I can't wait to have that. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. That's this full part of the town though. Maybe wait to renovate. I think I'll probably do it twice. I think we'll do it twice. Because it's fun to have, so we can renovate it. We could even do like a stream. We could do like a gameplay thing where we're trying to do it slowly. We could do a build for it. Like, I'm probably going to use this a lot, you guys. I've been wanting this for a long time, so. Okay, this is the other part of town. This is like the more historic part of town, so it's the older district. There's like bike lanes and like older style buildings in this area. And I want to show you the museum first because this museum, I think, is so cool. Like the addition on the museum, the big glass box. I love this. I love this build. I think it's so fun. So it's like a big art museum. The grounds are kind of park-like around the outside. There's like a swing set and a little place to sit. But when you come inside, it's kind of like renovated, modern on the interior. Super realistic. We've all been to museums like this in real life. Or no, we've all seen museums like this in real life. Hi Snap, you finally came. Because it's time for me to end stream and feed you. Well, I'm not getting off yet. I'm busy. I know. Well, you picked the bad day to ask me for help. Because I'm going to stay on longer tonight. Anyway, there's like some cool new sculptural pieces. There's some bathrooms down here. We've got more sculptures in this section. Upstairs, Snap, I can't see my keyboard. She knows I get off stream at 7. She came in here at 7 on the dot to start begging for food. Cats are so funny with their like little schedules they follow. She knew exactly what she was doing. She got in here right on time. But there's like some more seats and some different art pieces and stuff. I like the signage, like the bathrooms being downstairs, and you did that to yourself. The bathrooms being downstairs, and this one with the arrow telling you to go this way. Steamboat! I didn't notice that. Obsessed. But look, up here, this room is kind of set up for you to use it as like an art classroom for handiness or to take like lectures on painting and stuff. And then downstairs, it's kind of set up to lecture based on pottery. So we've got a couple different ways to skill build in here in public if you didn't want to have to place it on your lot straight away. And I really like that about this. So it's very cool. Very, very cool community lot. Don't bite my headphone cord. Oh my gosh. I have to pet her or else she gets like scary. This one is the Rogue Note. This is the lounge that Sim Cannonball wants to buy but can't afford yet. At least in the stories. This is a really cool lounge. They did a lot with, stop! Oh my god. She knows how to get what she wants. I have to keep petting her. I can only play Sims with one hand. I'm sorry, chat. But they did a lot with, like, fancy lighting and stuff. Oh, it says Rouge, not Rogue. Oops, like red. This whole time, I was reading it as Rogue. But that's not what it says. That literally is not how it's spelled at all. You know when you like read something wrong the first time you look at it and then you just... No, that's not what it says. No, it's just, but the U is in a different spot. It makes it a different word. So it's easy to misread when you're reading fast. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Inside, would you look at that? It's red. Shocker. But inside they have a small bar over here and then there's lots of places to sit. Stop. The bathrooms are upstairs. They've all got little different rugs in them. And then in the basement, they've got like some music performance spaces. Why? Oh my god, she's being like such a little rascal. She's trying to bite my headphones. Snappy, we're gonna try and sit on our cat cam now. Just for fun, okay? Oops, don't get caught in my blanket. It didn't work. I tried. I look really pale right now. The lighting in here is like not, maybe it's the yellow. My camera is like not doing me any favors. It's okay. I look really pale tonight. Anyway, that's the inside of this one. And then we'll go look at the last two townies. So, oh wait, there's one more empty lot. This is the starter home. So this is a pretty big starter home for the record. And then downstairs, they've got like an empty room that you could use for your business. Like if you wanted to play here, you could assign this as being public. They've already got that section as public. But well, I guess the whole thing is because there's no business here. But you could use that as your business if you wanted to start here, which is kind of a fun open space for you. It's hard to build starter homes, let me say. So doing this, like the starter home for an official build is really impressive. because it's scary and intimidating. But this is what it looks like on the inside. And now we will go look at the last couple Townie families. Or I guess the last one Townie family. So this family, they run like a little cafe. So since the town's founding, there has always been a Coffee Boon Cafe, and it's always had the Lodens behind it. And when it was her turn to run the business, Nora stepped in happily, but who will step in after her? Nora's daughter Freya never had much interest in inheriting the cafe, much preferring her deep love for dancing. The younger son Eric shows a lot, I lost my place, shows a lot more aptitude for crafting with clays and paints than he does business. And now Nora's feeling pressured to not disappoint the legacy of her late father and the many Lodens before him. So her mom Hattie lives here, our wife Dahlia lives here, they're helping to support us. And these are the Sims in the household. So this is the wife, Dahlia. She will teach you writing classes if you go to visit this place in town. And I think she's super cute. I was using her to learn how to write in game, and then I got better than her and she couldn't mentor me anymore. And I was kind of sad about it. I was like, dang, I've surpassed being a mentee. I can't ask for help anymore. But that's her. And then this is her wife, Nora. This is the Sim who owns the business and kind of runs the cafe. She wears a lot of cute pink colors. I'm kind of obsessed. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God, they have like matching tattoos. Look, she has this one. And then she has the lower part of it. That's kind of cute. I kind of love that. So this Sim, Nora, this is her mother, Grandma Hattie, who you also might recognize. But she is so fun. I love all of her outfits and the bright colors and stuff. And then they have a couple of kids together. This one is Freya, the teenage granddaughter. Such a cool Sim. Seriously, I'm like so obsessed. The outfits, right? Like, how cool is she? I really like this outfit. I don't know. I'm very impressed. I said that twice. And then this is her younger brother, Eric, who likes to paint. That is him. And those are all of the Townies in the world. Let's go and look at their house last so that we can see it. I really like this one too. I mean, I said that about every single one of them. I really like all of the lots in this pack. But this is a really cool little cafe. So it kind of looks like this. So it looks like it's multiple buildings. I like how it's laid out like that. I feel like it fits in the corner pretty well. Oh, look, one of the events is happening. This is the creative co-working meetup. We tuned right into one. So it like spawns little extra things in the town square. But when you come inside, downstairs, they've got like the cafe section back here. There's some places to sit. They've got lots of lights. There's tables. And then over here is where you can take the writing classes. So they can host classes and stuff on this side, and then the Sims will use the laptops to take classes. I love that. I was using that a lot in my game. They've got like a little bathroom here and a kitchen downstairs. And then the upstairs is a couple of apartments. So we have like this bigger family apartment for the family of Sims, and they've got like their kitchen, and they've got the living room, the kids' bedrooms are here. And then there's another apartment upstairs that I assume belongs to the grandma. So she's got her own space at the top floor. I think that's cool. I like how they've split it up like that. Yeah, this coffee bar comes with the pack. You can make stuff on it, which is kind of interesting. And you can also like tend it. And then people will order stuff from it. Can you order? Oh yeah. So you can get cupcakes, cookies, and then a few different drinks. So it is different than the other ones that we have. It's mostly just like a small selection of drinks and then like small selection of base game foods. So you can play as a barista, yeah. It's nice though. It's nice to have. I like the combo. And then like this business, I shouldn't have gone in there. This business, it's set up so that when Sims come here, they'll drink coffee, drink tea, read, and attend classes and lectures. It's cool. I like how it's full of books. I love a cafe like this. I really like that now with this, like you can kind of make whatever mix of community lots you want. Like you could take this and you could build a little cafe for reading and writing, or you could make like I built a video game cafe that we're gonna play with tomorrow. Like you can do kind of whatever. Yeah, you have to pay money to open it. There's a little bit of an investment in opening it. But you get the money back when they spend on stuff. Because you would like come over here and maybe start a class. There's no customers here yet, so we can't start a class yet. And you see how my sim has a higher writing skill, so she can host a more expensive writing class. The other ones, she doesn't have level 5, so she can't do it. Kind of fun. And then you could, if you wanted to, like charge people to enter. This place doesn't charge anyone to enter. She's setting up a lecture autonomously right now. Oh, she's a freelance writer and it wants me to get a gig. But look, see, she's an employee here and she has a different job. So like Nora, the owner of this, has hired her wife to work there. And that's why when your Sims are hired, that's when you can like set them as having autonomous interactions to do when they're at the place. But when I close the building, like it'll pay her a salary, but the salary will come out of my business earnings, so it just like adds and then takes away the money. So you still end up with the same amount of money as you had before. Your money is also not separate from your business money either. But it's kind of cool that you can hire your household Sims because it does cause for some drama, I think. And most importantly, it's just nice that you can like manage the employee tasks this way. Because I can set it up so that they have different jobs and then they will actually autonomously stand there and do those different jobs. Versus like the other Sims in my household, if I wanted to have them tend this, they could. Not right now because somebody else is doing it, but if I wanted somebody else to help out, they can. But this way your Sims actually will autonomously go and do it as soon as the business is open. No, the pre-order until April 18th, it's confusing because obviously the pack comes out March 6th. So when they say pre-order until April 18th, it just means that you can get the pre-order bonus items until then. There's 3 extra items that you get if you buy it before then, but it's not really a pre-order bonus. It's just like a early bird bonus, like if you buy the pack soon after it comes out. I haven't seen those items in my game yet. I don't have them in this version of The Sims. I don't know why. You'd think they would give us the early purchase content in the CFE. They also, last time when they gave us the codes, they were like, you may or may not get the early purchase content. And we ended up getting it, but they didn't know. And I was like, what do you mean I may or may not get it? I want it. But it did end up working with our codes. They weren't sure if it would work with the codes they gave us. And I was like, what do you mean? I want to have it. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I think it's because it's like separate now, which is better, but confusing. I think I should have it all still, because it worked last time, but I won't get the real code yet, so. I don't think that NPC Sims can hire you to work at their business, but you can hire NPCs to work at your business. No, you can't run an interview event. You could like pretend to run an interview event, I guess. But what I am kind of curious to test out, and I haven't been able to do this yet, but I'm kind of curious to try and play with Lovestruck and like go on a blind date, but use the blind date as a way to make friends and like meet people to then hire for my business. I kind of like the idea of pretending that the Lovestruck blind date is an interview and then hiring that person for my business. Because you could go on like a get to know you sort of date, and then meet people that way, have like a little friendly date thing, friendly hangout, and then decide if you like them and then choose to hire them. Because now with this pack, you have to know a Sim to hire them as an employee. You can't hire a stranger. Oh, and there's lore. There's like drama. This family hates the Hoffmans. And you can even ask them and they're like, yeah, I hate those people. Relax. But they hate each other. This is the guy who runs the little candy stall in town. Is he there right now? Oh. Yeah, look. Ask what Felix's problem is. Do they have a... Nope. I want to read the... Yeah, betrayed business partners. So there's like drama about like a family business thing a long time ago. Fight him. Do you think so? I guess we could. From being near a sim who betrayed their family. Oh my god, drama. Whoa. He closed his shop and everything for it. Yeah, that's so funny. Oh, I got beat up. Well, that didn't end well for me. Well. I guess I shouldn't have randomly attacked someone. My bad, I guess. Oh yeah, they have the tree sized up over here. Well, there you go. These lights, I think, are in Debug too. This big string of lights. Yeah, the sentiment is there both ways. They both hate each other. And his dad hates us too. Bruno. So. Get together club to find Sim specific traits, maybe. Yeah, that could be a good idea as a way to meet people to work for you. Or like you'll end up having some business regulars. I noticed when I was playing, like from time to time, I would see like the same person would come in and take my class like every day. And it would even give you an interaction to like thank them for being a loyal customer or whatever it said. Because or being a repeat customer or something. But there is a little bit of like customers returning. And so if you notice a sim who's there at your shop a lot, you have kind of a regular, and then you could literally click on them and like offer to hire them. Because there's a whole, like with any sim, this is my sim's daughter, but you could click this and like hire a stranger. You have to know them first, but you basically could be a stranger. You could just meet them one time. So you could like click on them and hire your regular customer. And then you'd be able to assign them your employee interactions and stuff. And there's a lot of different employee interactions you can assign. I don't think you can hire children, but children can have their own business. So a child can hire themselves, but you can't hire a child. But like the kid could be the boss. And I think that's actually really fun. That like any age group can run their own business. I'm gonna go back real quick because I want to show you my household that I'm starting. Because I wanted us to play this tomorrow. Probably won't get to it at this point tonight, but we'll start with it tomorrow. Am I in the wrong save? No, these are my Sims. Okay. But I wanted to have the kid in this family try and befriend that raccoon Trashly and then like get artwork. And so the kid in this family has a business. No employees or anything, just does it on their own. But you could like, set it up. And then I'm gonna have Sims, when we have our business open, they can like buy it or view it. And I made it so that our preferred customers are wealthy. But you could make like a kid's business and maybe they want you to come look at the frogs that they collected, or maybe, I don't know, like there's things that you could do with this. And then it's kind of cute that the kid could start and then like grow up with it, because kids also can do a few of the creative skills. Like kids can make pottery, kids can knit with knitting, so you could use those things. Maybe the kid is like starting out selling some of their yarn creations, and then as they grow up they could like actually run it a bit more. I just think that's cute. No, you don't set times to open because you have to physically open it yourself. So you would like choose to open it. The other thing is that you can only have one business open at a time. So this one's not assigned to operate on this lot. But like if I have this guy's business open, I can't open the other one. You can only have one of them open at once, but more than one sim in a household could have their own business. Does that make sense? Yeah, I was kind of disappointed in that when I saw it. I was like, oh man, I can't have more than one. but it would be like a little bit much. Like for you as a player, it would be kind of overwhelming to do that. And the other thing is that like you kind of could make a business that is like 2 things. So if you wanted to, you could have like for example with this, if I wanted to, I could build it as 2 separate sides, but just assign both businesses as like one thing. So we could have like the crafts on this side and the candy on this side, and it's all one business of crafts and candy, but you can kind of pretend that it's 2 businesses and multiple things on one lot. It's really easy to do that because the Sims will just do whatever you tell them to. So if you've asked them to do these things, they'll do them all. So you kind of could have like a dual purpose thing, you know? Oh, they rescheduled the gameplay stream to Monday. That's good. I'm glad they were able to reschedule it. Do they have a time? Is it gonna be the same time? So the Sims team's gonna do their official stream on Monday. If you missed it, the Sims team was supposed to have their official stream earlier today, and then their power went out and they had to evacuate the building. So they were not able to do the stream because they had a bit of a crisis mode. Everybody's safe and fine. Everything's okay. But that's why the stream had to stop abruptly, because it was stopped by the power going out, and then they couldn't continue. So they've been able to reschedule the stream for Monday now, which is good. I don't know why they had to evacuate. I assumed that maybe it was a fire hazard risk, but somebody else mentioned that they thought maybe it had to do with like if the elevators, it could be like an accessibility thing, if the elevators would only work for a certain amount of time on like some backup thing maybe. I don't know how it works, but that could also be a possibility. It could be both. Maybe they thought there was something else going on. Who knows? But yeah, they could not continue the stream today. So, and I felt very bad for them with that, because that's so stressful when that happens when you're live in front of everybody. And they kept joking about Robin Banks being behind it. They were like, I think Robin did this. Blame the land grabs. Yeah, it's safer to evacuate when you're not sure, right? Like this, better safe than sorry. So anyway, it's a shame that that happened though, especially on a day like today. Of course it happens on this kind of day, you know, like when the big stream is planned. It's like one time I had this really big sponsored stream, and then my house, like there was a terrible storm, lost power, middle of this big sponsored stream. And it's like not really easily reschedulable, and you've got like the brands watching, like it's a big deal. And of course that's the day that that happens, you know, like, because of course it did. If it happened on any other day, it wouldn't have mattered. On that day, that's when it matters, and that's when it happens. So, anyway, yeah, I feel bad for them because it would have been very stressful. And then obviously people are like panicking in the chat, and like, yeah, it's very stressful when that happens. No, so there's not any, well, actually, Melon, there are food recipes. There's a lot of new food recipes and a new custom thing. We can look at that next. We can show you some of that new stuff because we haven't gotten to talk about I'm gonna go into my other save because I do actually have a lot built for these Sims. I wasn't gonna use that one for us to test with, but we'll go here. No, that's the thing. There's not like Swedish food, Tilly. It's the candy and then the family recipes. But the candy is the new recipe. Recipes, plural. So this is what I built for them. As you can see, I have our businesses all set up. This is the video game cafe with the tattoos in the basement. But this is the new candy maker. And so you can craft candy on here. All of these are essentially new recipes. We can come make some. I'll make some lollipops. Mentorship possibilities. But yeah, there isn't a lot of like new foods aside from like this candy stuff. What did you just give up? Or did she put it in her inventory? Why do I feel like she just gave up on me? Don't be rude. Finish making it. There we go. Okay. But look, this is the new one of the new cotton candies that you can make. And then if you wanted to, you could sell them. Like I have a couple little display cases down here that sell these work like a fridge too. And then you can grab a serving if you wanted. So you can grab food out of it just like you can with the other ones. And then you can eat your cotton candy. So that's all a new recipe. And then the other new thing is that there's a new family recipes feature. And this is where you can create your own family recipe. It's all of the base recipes. So right now my sim has a pretty low cooking skill, so she doesn't have a lot of them. If you're level 10, you could cook any of the recipes, right? So if you have like level 10 ambrosia, you could make ambrosia into it, I assume. But she's just kind of bad, so we don't have very many. We can make mac and cheese. And then you pick a secret ingredient, like a carrot, and then you can add a special touch. And this is where it gets exciting, because this is like a gameplay boost. So there's a few. She has 2 unlocked by default, because everybody has Moodlet Booster by default. Fertility Unleashed is because she has a kid, and this one means that you can like boost fertility. So if your sim eats this food that has the Fertility Unleashed, it makes them more likely to have twins. There's other ones like making your sims increase their homework speed, decreasing the duration of sad and uncomfortable moodlets. This one makes you earn double satisfaction points, gives you a burst of energy, reduce the duration of heartbreak, reduces duration of illnesses, slows down how quickly needs decrease for toddlers and children. That's pretty useful. So you would just unlock these through like various gameplay features. And then you can also teach this to your family once you've learned it. So I could go craft this for the first time. Let me finish eating my cotton candy. As soon as your sim has cooked it, they can teach it to their other sims in their household. So like say maybe your sim's grandma has like a really special one unlocked. She can then teach that to the other sims. Even if they haven't unlocked it, grandma can teach it to them. So it's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting this as a feature, but it's definitely a fun feature. Yeah, so now this is like, it's like special glowing. Food for us, how nice. Oh, because the welcome wagon's here. That's really funny. I don't know if I can teach it to my kid because she's young. Teach family recipe. Oh yeah, I can teach it to any of them. So I can even teach the kid the recipe. And these people aren't related to me and I can teach it to them too. But you could do it kind of funny because there's like some special ingredients like, I don't know, you could use like the trash fruit. You could write your own thing. So you could have it as serious or as goofy as you wanted it to be. Oh, it's not her wife, it's her ex-girlfriend. The ex-girlfriend's gonna live on a different lot because I want to build her own lot. The drama also is that the ex-girlfriend works for us. She's one of our employees. Yeah, the boost is like, once you eat it, here, I'll eat the mac and cheese. What did I pick with this mac and cheese, by the way? Oh, moodlet booster. So it makes her more happy. But this will last for like 15 hours once she's eaten it. Okay, I have to cheat something. But it's worth it, okay? It has to be done for science. Stats dot set, skill, level, major, mischief. Okay. I want to show you how the shocked candy works. So anyone can craft candy. Mischief level 5, you can craft shocked candy. This is the trash one. Let's do that. Hold on. No, don't stop. Oh my God, resume it. She keeps wanting to read. Oh, so rude. Stop, she's trying to read again. I hate this sim. Finish making it. Like Pop Rocks? Yeah, you could say that. Oh my God, I hate her. Why is she doing this? I did not have this problem before. Oh my God, she's the worst. Okay. I might have to get rid of those books. Okay, so watch this. If we come grab a serving of this shocked cotton candy. Oh, I guess her fun is kind of low. Any of the candies can be made as a shocked variant, okay? So anyone can make, you could make like shocked jelly beans if you wanted to. You could do it with any of them. And after you finish this, oh no, I'm sick from the pleasantly unpleasant candy. Why did I not get the shocked moodlet? Do I need to eat it again? Oh no, it showed up. It just took a second. Shocked giggles from eating shocked candy. So this makes her, it makes her like voice higher. You can see her eyes are glowing now. Come look at this. You can tell her to bring the lightning outside. Like, what is going on? Can you smite another sim? I don't think so. We could try. I didn't think about that. I know, Snap. Hold on. Wait, maybe if he just stands there and then I bring the lightning. Wait, stay standing there. See, it doesn't affect him though. Like, it doesn't actually do anything. So you can bring the lightning, sure, but like it doesn't actually cause anything. So you can't kill anybody this way. I know. But it is kind of fun. It is kind of fun to have. I was really surprised by it too. Like when I first clicked on it, I thought that it was just gonna be like, oh, sour candy, they get uncomfortable. No. No. But they can cause lightning strikes. Yeah, it's kind of like the Storm Chaser trait a little bit, yeah. And you don't need seasons for this either. Like, anybody can use this if you've got this pack, so it's different in that way. I don't think that you can destroy objects with it. I think you can just do it on the ground. Oh, but yeah, look, so I can click on this and I can like change how the ticket sales work to make it like an hourly fee versus an entrance fee. And this, I can open the business by clicking on the sign, like I was saying earlier. And you see how it changes to be open when I do that? The raccoon guy is there. Oh, Trashly! Oh my God, hold on. Come on in, Bessie. This is perfect. I hate this sim. That's not true. Also, there's ads playing, but I'll finish this Trashly and then stuff, and then I'll probably end stream after that because I do have to go feed my cat. I mean, she probably has been fed. I bet Dan fed her because Dan's off stream, but we'll wait for the ads to stop. Yeah, she's going back downstairs. Okay. Well, anyway, hello, friend. Trashly taking time out of busy schedule to help spread awareness of small business opportunities. Trashly, when you first, whoa. Sorry, Sim's music came on. It changed the soundtrack. Trashly will show up at your house to teach you like a tutorial mode to start a business. Otherwise, you can find Trashly in the environment to then buy stuff from them. But I'll show you how it works once the ads stop playing. Also, so tomorrow, real quick while we're sat here talking, I'm gonna go live a little bit early tomorrow. Usually I stream at 4 o'clock Eastern time, like I did today, about 3.5 hours ago. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go live at 2. So like 2 hours earlier. 2 o'clock Eastern time is 7 in the evening in the UK, if that helps you. I'll just be live longer tomorrow so we can play more. It's kind of the idea. So I'll go live a little tiny bit earlier tomorrow as well. And I'm planning on streaming on Sunday also. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but I wanted to do a build stream. So we're gonna build on Sunday with the pack. So yeah, Trashly is Trashly is 3 raccoons in a trench coat. You can see like the tail. And Trashly is part of the new collection, or one of the new collections. So you can ask to see Trashly's wares. Or yeah. No, come back. Trashly also loves cotton candy. It's kind of cute. But you can ask to see Trashly's wares. And then it'll open like a little store menu. Trashly will sell things like this business opening fee reimbursement form. This will make it so you don't have to pay the 75 simoleons to open your business. Sometimes Trashly will sell like special potions. Trashly also will occasionally sell regular artwork, things like trash fruit. This is one of the specialty paintings for the collection. And Trashly also sells these mystery boxes. This is what we're here to see. Here's one of the new paintings, by the way. So it's like base game paintings that have been edited. And there's a whole collection of them. And you finish that collection by opening these mystery boxes. There's like cheap ones. I just got given money from those cheap boxes. That one had nothing. This one had nothing. That one gave me, look, look, look. See, one of Trashly's special things. These are the medium mystery boxes. That one gave me 130 simoleons. I got some business opening fee reimbursement forms. I got a best bear friend in art build mode. Sometimes you get collectibles like this rare literalite. I got a potato. That's Jet. So you will actually get some pretty rare collectibles. This is the specialty, one of the new collection posters too. It has like a mustache drawn on. That was 134 simoleons, 171 simoleons. That one was a pomegranate. So you get some interesting stuff in there. Sometimes you'll get things that get put into your household inventory. Like a lot of kids' furniture you can find from Trashly. Leave me alone. That was the Trashly quest. So that's one of the collections. The other collection is like finding bike parts. And you can do that by cleaning the canal. There's 4 fishing spots total. And you can fish in all of them by cleaning the canal, and then you'll find the bike part collection. So there's 28 bike parts that you can get. It might take a second to get at least one, but I'll show you how to get one. I made an entire video doing these collections. I really liked it. However, I was about to lose my mind trying to finish Trashly's collection. Oh yeah, see, there's the first cycle frame. Yeah, look at this. Where do I have wall space? I have like no wall space here. So there's a whole bunch of different frames and also wheels, and they're like different swatches and stuff, and they all have like a little fun story note quote thing about this woman, this townie that you get to learn about, who is dead. But it's okay. It's a bit funny to see you get frustrated. No, you guys, I kid you not, I probably opened over 1,000 of Trashly's boxes. I was getting so mad about Trashly because to finish the collection, I had all but one. I was missing this one. And so I was opening and opening and opening for literally an hour straight. I was like, open box, open box, open box, open box, open box. I didn't do anything but open boxes for an hour straight. And I'm not exaggerating. I was getting arm cramps. Like, I was fully losing my mind. I was out there like, I'm gonna kill Trashly. I'm actually gonna murder the raccoon. I was so upset. But I wanted to finish the collection so bad. I was in physical pain. And I started filming that video before stream. Some day last week. I forget what day it was. Left, streamed, and then came back that night, finished it. And I was like, oh, I'm only missing a couple things. It won't take that long to finish. Cut to it being an hour later. I'm still open box, open box, open box. Oh my God. I was losing my mind. I was losing my mind. I hate Trashly. No, The Sims is not for the weak. But anyway, that I think is all we'll get to today in this stream. Tomorrow we'll actually play. So we'll play for real tomorrow and like get to dive deep into the gameplay. I did make that review video. I know I keep saying it. I'm not plugging it just to plug it, but like we didn't talk about gameplay much in the stream because I talked about gameplay in the video. So I was trying to cover things in the stream that I didn't talk about in the video. Because I didn't get to deep dive into cast or anything in the video really. So if you want to learn more about gameplay, that video that I posted on YouTube, I mentioned literally every single gameplay feature in the entire pack. Like I worked very hard on that video. And it's kind of like a highlight reel of all the things that come in the pack, sort of concisely explained. So if you're looking for that, I do have that, and then tomorrow we'll properly play. I'm also posting on YouTube tomorrow a gameplay video, but it's like a 2-hour long feature-length film. I played for like 6.5 hours, cut it down to 2 hours, but like I played through the pack, like tried to get to level 5 in one of the stores that I was running and like really properly played the pack. So I'll post that tomorrow on YouTube first. I'm gonna put it up, I think, in the morning tomorrow, so it'll be up earlier because it's kind of long. But yeah, we're 2 feature-length films in a row on YouTube this weekend, but I do have that coming soon too. So that's like a first impressions video though, because that's the first thing that I filmed with the pack. I did a build and then I filmed that. So in that video, I didn't have all the answers because I hadn't played it yet. Now, streaming it in the afternoon, I will have all the answers because I will have played it already. But I just filmed myself when I did my first playthrough because it's kind of fun to do. It was fun for me also because when I filmed that video, I didn't know about burglars yet. It was before, like, we all had kind of guessed that burglars were coming, but I didn't know for sure. And so I got burgled randomly and I was like so excited about it because it was my first time seeing it, and it was a good time. So there's like fun little things that I got to discover for the first time in that video that hopefully will be fun for you to watch. So yeah, I actually, I learned about the burglars because I saw this burglar alarm in build mode and I was like, it's real? Wait, wait a minute. But I hadn't like actually been burgled yet, and then I got burgled and I was so happy. So that was fun that I got to learn about it that way because I didn't know and we'd all been guessing. And this was like before they did that Sims event in person, because they hosted that like Sims party in New York City like last weekend or whenever, but this was before they had done that. So they hadn't even done the burglar thing in real life yet, so I really didn't know. And I got to see that way. So anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I hope to see you all tomorrow for some more gameplay and everything. We'll get to actually play for real. Can I tell you when I got access? Oh yeah, I got access to this pack on the 13th of February, which is the day before I came back from my break from the wedding. So in hindsight, my wedding ended up working out really well. I got married on the 8th. But that was actually very stressful because I came back from my break. I had no videos pre-recorded post my break because I had recorded for like a week and a half of me to take time off for the wedding. And then I came back and I had to pre-record so I could record with the pack and then do all of the pack recording. So that was kind of stressful. And then I came back that Friday and chat was like, no video today? And I was like, no, no video today. I'm dying. Like, I did not make one for today. I'm trying to make ones for next week. Like, I'm losing my mind. I made a bunch of videos, but not that I can post yet. So, anyway, that's why I missed one upload. It's because I was losing my mind. I had to catch back up. So that was kind of a rough adjustment period, but it was fine. And I had a lot of time. So, us having like a 2-week early access is pretty good. So that gave me plenty of time to work on it. I was able to like spend the first week like really playing and recording with it, and it took me all week this week to make the review. Like that's why I didn't stream on Monday, because I like fully cranked out the script on Monday, and I worked from like 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. on Monday on that script. Like I was like locked in writing that thing. So I did not stream that day because I was like, I gotta finish this, and then Wednesday I was finishing recording it. So yeah, anyway. It's been a lot, but it's really fun to get to do. It's very intimidating to me in this early access period because I know that a lot of people are gonna watch that video and spend money because of it. Like I am hyper aware that like people are gonna watch that video and use it to decide if they're gonna spend $40 on something. And that's not a small amount of money, you know? So I really, really wanna make sure that people are like knowing what they're getting and having the tools to decide. And so I like overthink it a lot, and I like over stress about it to the point where it's like probably a little bit extreme. It is just a Sims pack, but like I really wanted it to be helpful. So anyway, thank you all for your kindness about it. Hopefully you enjoy it, and I'm gonna go head out. I think I'll probably end the stream here. I have been talking so much. The stream is not sponsored, by the way, but I was given early access to the pack. Obviously, I'm not being paid or anything, but they did give me access to the pack early. And And maybe we can go over and see. I actually don't even know like who got early access to the pack, and like they have a different list of people that have been given access to this time around. So I honestly am not even sure. But we'll go over and play someone at least who is streaming The Sims today, I think. At the very least, that would be kind of fun. And I'm sure there's a lot of stuff on YouTube. People have posted videos and stuff playing with the pack. Okay, ready? I'm gonna go read my friend Nega Oryx. I don't think that she's playing Businesses and Hobbies, but she is playing The Sims, which is a good time. So we'll go over there, we'll say hello, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your night, everybody. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go watch Drag Race now. It starts in 15 minutes. And I will see you all later, okay? Goodbye!